to work? Did it go immediately? He's like, I want to test it. As soon as I click yes, is it good? Anyways, so it's saying, I'm a little bit fried right now. I'm a little salty, but I don't know. We gotta deal with this. I have to get to that. Forgot to mute the mics. All right.
Welcome, Lindsay B. Thank you for coming.
Hey, welcome. All right, so I'm gonna be talking about, it's basically saying that I was looking at my thing. I'm not blind, but I'm not for kids. I mean, kids shouldn't be eating bacon or watching Talking Bacon, or should they? I don't know. I'm not making this for kids. Are you kids? No. I know Tracy's rolling on mystery slots. I mean, you guys like the cat, but anyways, I'm kind of scared. Anyway, so my point is, you guys. I've been looking into this because I am kind of worried about what this implies and what this could mean for everybody on YouTube. It's not something we should just sit back and be like, oh, it'll work itself out. Nothing works itself out. We got to communicate with these. They're trying to do exactly what there ain't nothing wrong. They're trying to help everybody out. You ain't gonna get nothing done legally or right if you're, can't write or anything. Well, I guess, yeah. Anyways, not rallying, not nothing like that. But welcome. Just talking about this scary subject here. That it isn't really that scary, to be honest with you. I mean, because I really feel like it's just gonna work itself out. Once they have a little bit of faith, but not without, a little bit of input, because they're actually looking at it right now. There's this cool little link. I'm going to drop it now. It's like a petition where it kind of explains a lot more.
Lindsay
and
B
it's
says
really easy and to understand. And I think if you guys could share this out, it'd be pretty freaking amazing. Because it would be because I think if we get more people on the same page here, you could save the kitty cat and the bacon from getting blocked by the FCC because they think that I'm pertaining to kids because of all their technical things that we got going on. Like, they want to get rid of games, they want to get everything. They're going to pertain because it's kids like it, but kids like everything. Yeah, and it's very what if? I mean, I know YouTube isn't really wanting to get everybody on the kids site, kids app. We want our kids to. I think I'm going to have to really make sure I get my kids, and I put the library mode on, and they still work their way around that. But yeah, I can understand that aspect. But welcome the Ellis crew, Legends Dad. And I'm really thinking that this is I've dropped a link up there, and it's very interesting. It doesn't just affect us. And before I went live on this, it's notifying you are legally required to comply with the Children's Online Policy Privacy Act. Now, it's really hard to read a huge book and decipher what their meanings are and what is pertaining to kids and what's not. I mean, because animated characters, it says animated characters, so I can't have this, I can't have the cat. I mean, it could pertain to that, when the policies come into full effect.
Says,
I am
Mr.
not trying to entertain kids, but if a kid likes to watch me, I'm not doing it on purpose. It's because I'm having fun on YouTube. That's what YouTube is supposed to be, I thought. But But the saying, okay, so I'm on the wrong website. There we go. I accidentally minimized my window. Oops. All right, there we go. And then just pop out the chat again. I knocked it down. My bad. Pop out chat. I hate when that happens. Now let's go to live chat because that's making it go a lot easier. So, that ain't a bull. Travel around. Welcome, Blood Axe Pow! Shout out to all the members. There we are. There's a cool shout out for all y'all. Well, I don't know. I still have to work on that. I haven't really had time. I've been doing a little bit of research and stuff and trying to, spend time with kids and stuff. So I do have my own kids and I do not like them. We'll do a lot of stuff on this platform. But yeah, with that video, really, if you watch the video that's on that link that I dropped, and I should put it in the description. I can actually do that right now. Thanks to Pusa Studio for bringing those links and everything out. For real, because I would have never known about this. I mean, about the petition and the way to actually solve the issue, or not really solve it, but at least put your 2 cents in. And all those pennies do add up. You know what I mean? You know, it's like, what else are you gonna do?
Welcome, Clayton Irish Vlogs. Thank you for coming.
I can't think of anything else. What do you guys think? But hey, Clayton Irish Vlogs, how you doing? Travel around. So what are your guys' thoughts? Yeah, hit the thumbs up, share this out. I mean, it really is a scream and shout. Well, not scream and shout, but yeah, just yeah, I mean, it's something that I'm probably sure most of you guys are already aware of because you got that notification saying before you probably went live or doing anything on YouTube that, you know, the kitty might be gone. They might have to put the kitty to sleep. Well, this kitty anyways. I mean, let's say I'm not going to the kids' channel. I'm not a kid. I don't know how to entertain. I can barely entertain my own kids. Well, I mean, you know what I mean? But hey,
welcome, channel member Tens World. Thank you.
Brenda M, how you doing? Welcome. Tans World. Hey, good morning. Things are going good. I'm not too worried. I've been talking to people that I know a lot. We have been having discussions on the phone, and I've been talking around, reading into it, watching videos, kind of get a grasp around what's going on the subject. And in a couple of weeks, that would be a good topic. And so here I am for a couple hours, just talking about this. Thanks, Tom Andrews. So I'm thinking that this might definitely be a good topic for us to, not get mad about. Because it's really not YouTube. It's YouTube trying to follow the law. And so it's pretty much who makes laws? We should, the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, is what's coming up with this. And without us, and they're looking for our ideas, and that's what it said. So it's not like they're assuming that this is going to help. And if we tell them that, no, wait a second, hold on, there's a couple words in there that's going to totally make YouTube worse. Here's how. And if we come up with a good way and have a good idea of what we want to write, and I'm sure you guys can write a lot better than me. My grammar is not perfect when it comes to like explaining something, and I can easily do a typo, and that could just be what it is, a couple typos, because there's a lot of things that kids could like, and if it's really anything could be portrayed. So pretty much R5 Adventures, I'm just conversating about this, but I'm just drinking some coffee and got some music going on. I don't think it's going to be overpowering me, but it might not be really easy to hear, but I'm going to have some good background music. Hey, Tans World, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Okay, so Cool World, Premier Health.
Welcome,
it's not. I know.
Thank you for coming.
They should have done this years ago. Exactly. You wait. That's another thing that they could have. It could have been that. I don't know. The FCC's there to punish things. I don't know. I think they could have. That 178 millions could have gone to employees. YouTube would have solved this. Employees to fix this issue more appropriately back in the day. But you know what? We're not gonna. I should have.
Raven the Blackbird says hello all.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. We all can relate to that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. So I think we're all kind of guilty of putting stuff on the back burner for a little too long, and it's like, oh crap, I forgot the stove was running, and then you end up as a piece of bacon that's burnt, and nobody wants to eat it because it tastes like dirt. But that's why you just get it. You can always relate to that, I guess. But Brenda Land, how you doing? Lori's, not sure. Den Boy, but I definitely agree with that. That they could have dealt with it sooner. But I'm sure in their eyes, they think that the parents could have dealt with it sooner too. We could have done something before letting them, make the thing and the statement that we want the FCC and to them to guard, and it's a good point that video does have. And I was trying to find the live dashboard so I could paste this link, one of these links, because it has the other link where you can go inside this page if you look carefully. I'm gonna put that link right there in the description. Wait, YouTube reviewers against, is that where it was? Yeah, regulations, it's not, it's petition. No, it's this link right here. It seems like it's too long. a second.
Welcome Food and Overseas. Thank you for coming.
It's in the description. It saves automatically, so yeah, that's it. Anyway, that should be the right link. Hopefully it works. It didn't look like it turned into a link. Oh well, it should be a link. It looked like it didn't even update my. Why is this subject didn't even save? Oh my god, for real? Wow. It totally didn't save my subject on the title because I opened up another window. I wonder if I refresh this if it's on the wrong window. That's crazy. YouTube didn't automatically save my title. It usually says automatically saved, and it said automatically saved. Thank you, Brenda Land.
Raven the Blackbird says hello, Premier Health.
Thank you so much for that. It's awesome. Oh wait, I'm not kidding, Cat. Thank you for that. The support. Awesome. Tom Andrews. But yeah, you can still look at, there's a lot of amazing channels in here. So I'm kind of worried about how this is going to affect in the long run, if you know what I mean. In the long run, this could turn into something if we don't really just state how we really feel, because that's how things really work. I can't make a difference, but we can. That's how it really kind of works. But if we want YouTube to be what YouTube, we can't really do that, because a lot of the changes have helped. I haven't been here I have, but it really is. They got to look out for their own best interests, and we got to work out. We got to be like, well, this is what's going to happen, and this is how it's going to play out. And I don't know if this is going to play out as the way that we're intending it to. I mean, the way that they're intending it to. I think that they're not looking at they're assuming that this is going to fix it. And yeah, I'm going to be like, nah, didn't quite make YouTube a better place for kids because of the fact of the way it is going around, the way it's going to play out in the long run. I got to fix this title. It kind of frustrates me that it's not. I know what I put. It says, supposed to be does the new changes coming to YouTube.
The LS crew says blood raid.
Blood raid, hey, thank you, Blood. Awesome. Changes to YouTube. Scare you. The new changes to this platform. That's how I worded it.
Deadpool says just got an email saying I can go live this morning. YT forgot about me for a bit, LOL.
Oh wow, yeah, they were busy. They're still busy, like going through and verifying channels. And they're out there.
Hello, good to see you today. How are you?
Yeah, good to see you too. Thanks for coming in. Does the new changes to this platform? Because I don't want to put YouTube, because who wants to put what you're really talking about? The bot's gonna be like, oh my gosh, let's go flag it because it said the word YouTube. Yeah, but I'm not going after YouTube. I don't blame it on anything, but the fact that we all
says exploring Ginger, hello.
In a certain sense, it wouldn't be a problem if somebody didn't mess it up. We lost the numbers because somebody messed it up. We lose everything because somebody decides to mess something up. Talk about everybody being kind of inconsiderate towards one another sometimes, Damn. So we can make it, platform, FORM. Platform. Does the new changes to this platform scare you? I just have to change that. It's bothering the heck out of me that it didn't save it. And I just, for some reason, I had it there. It said it was saved, and I had the other window up, and it's not even saying I'm live on that one. I had another window up, and I guess it contradicted itself. So yeah, make sure when you have two windows open that you're doing on your thing that one doesn't contradict the other. Anyway.
Welcome Patreon Pirate, thank you for coming.
Hello Patreon Pirate, how you doing? Welcome. Kryptonite Collections, welcome. Super Dave 44. Blood X is in here. That's a good guy right there. Okay, so let me see. So anybody have any thoughts on this? Because honestly, this is gonna. The bright side of it is There is like, it's mainly like you want to make sure you market for kids is what it's appearing like. That's all there really is. If you're you know your content better, is what it states. But then it has all these whole guidelines to determine whether. But then it's like, if it's animated characters, you know, and if it was really like they're considering gaming, then I would no longer have to be a gaming channel, and they would tell me that, hey, now gaming channels are all kids channels, but they're animated characters. And if kids like it, if it's attracted to kids, and if you read that, it says it right there, it's attractive. So they're trying to determine that part. You know, that part. I think they have it misworded. So it's pretty much, I'm encouraging everybody to
Funkin' Mess Collection
think
says
about
Stephen
this.
Hawking is still alive
What
through the
do
robot
you
voice
believe
face
about
with
it?
smiling eyes.
How many channels is going to be affected by this? I mean, a lot. It's crazy. I mean, if you ever just
Let's
thinking
Stream
about it,
Game
man, I'm
says
going
what
to
up
be like,
bro, sparkling heart hugging
I mean,
face.
I'm going to lose everybody here. I'm going to have to go to the kids app or something to just, I mean, it might as well, because I wouldn't be able to do anything on this platform. I mean, it would
Let's
be,
Stream Game says hugging face
YouTube
sparkling
would no
heart.
longer be YouTube anymore. It's gonna, if it follows every one of those things, and they keep adding to it because it's a likeness. But that one word, the one key word, I'm trying to remember the exact word so I don't get it wrong. And it says it at the bottom, what they're actually trying to do on the petition. It says, clarify the definition of child
Funkin' Mess
directed
Collection says fight the war
and
against
not
touch.
expand it to child attractive content. That's what they're trying to expand it to, child attractive content. I was like, oh my God, this kid. He's like, oh, I mean, what kid doesn't like bacon? What kid doesn't like? I mean, damn, I hung around all this all the time. Whoa, Tom Anders, thank you, my friend, so much, man. You're awesome. Thank you so much, man. Great. Thank you. You don't even know how much I'm speechless, man. Speechless. Thank you so much. Plus, Ultra Collectibles.
Born a Razor
doing,
says
Plus
Super Dave
Ultra?
44 hello.
Didn't show the icon, the thumbs up. That's crazy. That's understandable. And there's a lot of rumors going around about icons and stuff,
Funkin'
by
Mess
the way.
Collection
About
says
don't
Tom
think
Andrews is
there really
calling.
isn't. It's just fake news. They're not taking away emojis. There was just a glitch with the emoji system, and yeah, that's just a. It was, and they worked on it and everything, and they came to, and they admit to it. You know, I thought that was actually cool, really cool. Herman the Great, how are you? I'm drinking coffee and having just, chatting with you guys, trying to determine what I'm going to say on this forum to the control, so I can get a better. Maybe if you can help me figure out how I can word it. I am gonna, I got the regulations.gov, and it's just they want everybody as many comments as they can get, so they know that how everybody feels about it. And whether they understand, because you can't understand something if you don't know what you're talking about, and so I had to do a little bit. I didn't read the guidelines. I mean, not the guidelines, but the whole entire, oh my gosh. But it's there, it's explained. But it's those technical terms, and how this way and that way. I mean, you have to really read them super carefully to get what they're trying to say. But when people point out, when they read it and they do have the time to sit there and read all that stuff, and you look at it and you go back and you see, okay, it did say that, and they're trying to fix
Collection
it.
says Glutz is meatloafs their cousins,
So
sisters, roommates, one night stand.
pretty much just signing this petition and then going to the regulation gov would help them realize that this is not what everybody on YouTube platform would like as a parent, as an adult. As for people that have kids, and man, I think you really can't even do it regardless. It's the parents' job to police the kids. I really believe that. It's not, the kids, I'm not making kids, family-friendly content on YouTube should be here to stay. Now, the kids app should be more appropriately, of course. That's definitely right. I don't blame that. Thank you, Ready Player One. Definitely want a BLT now. I know. I wish I would have got some. I got bacon, but I forgot the tomato. I don't got tomatoes. I forgot I got onions. But you know what? What's a bacon and onion sandwich going to taste like? That doesn't go good. Bacon and tomato. Man, I
Go
don't
check out
have
Ariel
lettuce.
Williams.
So it would just be a B.O. for me. Bacon and onion sandwich. I did it. Monetized. You did it. Congratulations, Super Dave. Man, awesome. That is freaking awesome.
Welcome to Stroll Life. Thank you for coming.
And you got a good show going on your stream. I do like it. You keep it going, and you have your. It is. You congratulations. Keep it up. Stillwater Nation. Okay, who am I missing? Any comments towards me? Towards the conversation. I'm looking. Hope everyone is having a good day. Saying hello at work. Left you a like for your premiere. Thank you so much, Stro Life. I think I said that right. Because I know you. I got it wrong the first time. Stro Life. Okay, I'm sorry. So forgive me if I got it wrong again. My memory and spelling and pronunciation is terrible. Everything's spicy. How you doing? How are you doing? I'm going good. Kids are at school, you know, and I'm still imagining cleaning up the candy wrappers in the living room, or I'm thinking about letting my kids pick them up. But yeah. Doing pretty good though. I'm having a good day. Had a good conversation. I mean, a good conversation with friends, and you know, I've been just I'm just doing my normal thing. I've been learning, been just. WI Adventures is awesome. Yeah, right. You're all freaking awesome. Is that a cuss word? Well, thank God, that just definitely made it so it's definitely not PG or kid related. You know, I don't know. It's just that's what's scaring me. You know, I don't know. I'm a little nervous. This could go completely in an awkward, and we'd be all in a tough spot, and then it's just I don't know. It's just like, wow, man, I put so much effort, and a lot of people, a lot of channels that put effort into this, way more time and effort in their channel, and they got a lot more to
like
lose.
an algorithm rating system.
I am just a tiny little channel compared to all the other hundreds of thousands channels out there that have something to worry about, and they got more to lose, more income to lose, more just wow, a lot more. I can't even freaking think of all of it. It's a lot more. Even the big channels, lots of big channels out there that have like toys, evaluating toys and all that stuff. There's been toys like that on there, but it's pretty much that is a good thing, you know. Imagine a kid, so they see it, you know, see a thing, and then you have I don't know. But they take away like all that, that platform could get rid of that for parents. It's parents that decide whether ads. I mean, I didn't know how are you going to ask your kid what do you want for your birthday when they have no idea what the heck's available? It's going to really change it, isn't it? It's going to be really hard to figure out what your kid wants for birthday. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about what to get them for Christmas? Well, guess what? To get rid of ads next year is going to be really freaking hard to figure out what they want because they're on the kids' app. No ads can go to them.
Born Eraser says
except for, I don't know, it might end up being a good thing, but that's just kind of like, just another idea. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Well, Hot Sauce Junkie Tim, nice to see you. Madding. Island. Hey, I'm getting hungry watching this live stream. I know, right? Okay, now hopefully aren't you start itching because you're allergic to cats or anything? My sister's gonna be freaking getting me a cat for my daughter's birthday. That's gonna just be freaking wonderful. I love cats though, by the way. I do love cats. But it's just that they are a very, very complicated animal at the very beginning to get them. Sometimes it can be complicated. A lot of times it's just the easiest thing to train to use a litter box. But that's just one thing that I know the kids ain't gonna do. You know, I gotta do it. But it's like, you know, dang it, you know, you can get a cat when you can get old enough to change the litter box. That's what I was trying to say. But it was like, well, I'm gonna get the cat because I don't know if I want to say. I'm like, no, I changed my mind. Don't do it. I can't. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to. I don't know if I'm ready to have another animal in the, you know, in my care, along with two other kids that run around like, you know, you know, just go, yeah, one more thing to worry about. And there goes my cords. If they get to my room and starts chewing all my cords, I'll be like, why isn't my thing working? Cats can be kind of a pain, but you know what? I'm not really. Look, I don't have sharp teeth, so don't worry about it. Okay, so high plus ultras. Okay, so on the subject, back to the subject. What are you guys' worried? Anybody in here worried about this new updating changes? These concerns. I mean,
Go check out Super Day 44.
I mean, the new policy, the new way YouTube. Oh, did I just flicker from bacon to something? That was. Oh my gosh! YouTube just flashed before my eyes. Something happened. I blinked. But yeah, what are you guys worried about?
Flowback says, Premier, you missed both of my comments.
Did I, Flowback? I'm sorry. That's why I like the voice of tech, but I must have talked over him. Where's your Flowback? Where are you at? Dang, this chat's moving pretty fast. I'm gonna have to just scroll up a little farther. Wow, I'm way up here. I must have missed them. If you don't mind, it might not even be there anymore. So, now your comment that you just asked me about. Alright, Flowback, do the voice to thing again if you want me to hear you. Because, woo, this chat's moving fast. Alright, Patreon Pilot, although I am going to start adding a disclaimer at the beginning of my videos. Oh, so you said something prior to that and I missed it. Okay, so just directions. I'm not sure what's going on. I have my daughter and nephew on some of my videos, so I'm not sure what's... Yeah, okay, see, that's the thing. You know, if it's not directed to be, that's the thing that they got right here. That's what my concern is. My main concern is this petition right here. Child directed and not, you know, if you're, you know, and not child attractive content. So attractive, whatever. You know what I mean? I read that. I totally told you I can't read. But you're trying to get to children, like you're not, you know, because kids content, and yeah, my kids love Fortnite. My kids love to watch like all sorts of toy videos and stuff like that. But, and you know, gaming, and I mean, they would watch, I'm sure kids would watch me as a cat, you know, or even just anybody, like in kids in general or anything like that. But it might just family friendly, fun, you know, whatever. Like I can sit down and watch, and it's like, it shouldn't be, you know, as long as it's not directed towards a kid.
Born Eraser says,
you know, it's like you're trying to actually just only, you're only
says
looking
Premier
for...
Flow Raid.
Oh, Flow Raid. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Flow. But 2 is too short, so I must have missed. I'm sorry if I missed your comments, you guys. That voice, I listen to that. So if it's a good, you feel free at, and then if I can usually, because it's pretty quick on that. Greg, and if you're using the voice thing, I forgot to add that to the rules, but it is really I like that voice thing if it's used towards me, because that's kind of what I have it there for. So if you're coming between the chat, you guys can read the chat a little better than I can. And then when I'm trying to look for a comment, so it's kind of like you can read it. I'd like to use it for me paying attention to everybody in here.
Welcome, Hayes Late Siren. Thank you for coming.
For me, so I can help you see who's has a conversation. And I don't mind. I welcome you guys communicate.
Born Eraser says,
That's
"Did
awesome.
hello."
Herman, great to see you. Okay, if you go to YouTube Studios, you can change the setting. Yeah, you want to make it so, Blood, you're not making any videos that is really considered adult. It's just you got your content. So just go to the settings. I can help you later with it, but it's really simple. Just
Peanut
go to
Butter
your
524
dashboard.
says, what should I label my channel since I collect Funko Pops?
Funko Pops. I'm not sure. See, that's the question. Is your
Welcome to
channel
Zelda, thank you for
about those Funko Pops, and is it for the audience? That's what this is all about. Now, if it's childish, if they make it, if they change it to this, I think we got till December 9th for us to get all this stuff in, and they think it takes effect December 10th. But some changes have already taken place, so they're not attacking channels right now. At least I'm unaware of, unless I missed something. But the thing is if it gets to the point where they're going after everybody because I mean, my gosh, I mean, the possibilities
Peanut
are
Butter
endless.
524 says it's not fair adults collect more than kids.
If it looks attracting to a child, like a child would want to watch it, they're gonna go up. Kids like your content. You go. Yep. No. They take away all your stuff. Basically, yeah, that's gonna be pretty bad. I mean, for everybody, for a lot of channels, like really, you're gonna step on all the creators' toes and all the work they did, because, and I'm sure that anybody in this whole entire planet doesn't want YouTube to turn into an adult-oriented, mature. And then the problem is we already know it's not going to solve any issue. Kids are still going to get on there. Kids are still going to be watching it, and it's still not going to solve a dang thing. I mean, really, it's just going to make YouTube a worse place. But hey, so they have already stated changing people's videos to kids content. Seen some online videos today. Wow. So people haven't went to their settings and said, because comments will be the same. So imagine going live and it just determined that all of a sudden, boom, just shuts off your comments, takes away everything. And then, yeah, I was like, whoa. I mean, it started to sound like Daffy Duck, and then all of a sudden, I mean, it's all, oh crap, I can't even joke about cartoons. I can't be I can't be, that's just freaking wow, you know what I mean? Can't have a friendly conversation with somebody. It goes on and on, you guys. I mean, where does it end? I mean, they're gonna bury us in policy, and we ain't gonna be able to dig our way out. I mean, that's just the way I feel about it. I mean, I feel that if we don't correct some of their wordings and tell them, hey, I mean, we can understand that you're trying to, the laws were there, we voted on them, I guess. I mean, I hope we did.
Thank you for coming.
And then we got them situated, because if it's gonna affect everybody in this community, and it's gonna affect them in a very negative way, and it ain't gonna help our kids anyway. What the heck are we gonna sit there and say, I don't care? It's just, I can't change it. When you put your opinion out there and I wouldn't say, I guarantee you gotta make this like as appropriate as you can. When you write this thing out, if you start writing in the F word and start saying how dare you and all, you start coming at it in a negative light, you gotta be as positive as you can. Get more done if you're positive about it, and actually like try to think at what they're trying to do, and then come at it. That's what I'm still trying to figure out. What they're trying to do something positive, and they don't realize that we feel that it's going to be extremely negative. So point out the negative impacts it's going to have on every channel that you like to watch. What it's not going to change. You don't feel it's going to accomplish the major goal what they're trying to do, and possibly. Anything, other ideas you got? Because in the end, I just don't think this is going to work out very well if we don't voice our opinion when we only got 30 days to do it. So we don't want to wait until it actually gets fully implemented and be like, oh, they gave us until the 9th. That's not even 31 days away. That's not even 20. That's, what is it? The 9th of December. That's not very long. It's going to come as fast as it, the older you get, the faster time goes. Everybody knows that. So it's pretty much like, boom, you'd be like, oh, wow, I forgot about that. So, yeah, you want what it's in the description, and if anybody wants the link, I could drop it again in the chat. It's just a petition to kind of state it, and they go to another place you definitely want to go is the regulations, and they asking for you to, they're wanting as many comments in that. Keep them on with that, keep them respectful. Nobody's going to listen to it. It's going to get flagged just like anything on here. They're going to dump it out if you start being mean about it. Just like anywhere, if I see a disrespectfulness comment, I'm going to definitely get rid of it. Because I don't want to see the F word. I don't want to see a whole bunch of negative. And, you gotta have a discussion to them. Because they're people, and they definitely are, they're trying to do something. So you can't, and it's not going to be, the actual head honcho reading them. So you think they're really going to read it and actually comprehend it, and then, well, this guy said this. No, you got to realize that you're talking to other people that are working for those people that are working for the people above. Because there's a chain of command. So you can't have a summary of something that, people ain't going to read that. People ain't going to want to read it. So you got to make sure you word it carefully. And what is Blood saying? You need points, please? Oh, again? That's funny. Hey, Blood, you can give him some more points.
Born Eraser says, Faith in the Fallen, hello there.
Give.
Go check out channel member Tom Andrews.
Thank you, Simo. Let's hope that works. Yeah. I noticed you were in here, bro. Thanks for coming. Faith of the Fallen, nice to see you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Bossy isn't here right now. If you wink, she's making me wink at her. Okay, so it's given. Okay, so it did work. I don't know how many points I gave you. I just hit a whole bunch of zeros. Wow, I really just exactly 1,000,000 points. So stingy with my points. Total Core Premiere 1 channel. Okay, so I'm not missing anything. 8 months. And that was 8 months old. Oh yeah, so they must be actually, that's what's another thing might be going on. They actually are also filtering, they're testing out their bot. Their bot is learning it and it's gonna do it. So you have to, if you're not a channel and your channel's not trying to influence it. I am really just gonna do exactly how I am doing. I'm just gonna be like, if they tell me and they flag me and they say that I'm not pertaining to, I am pertaining to kids, and if I have an ordeal, I'm just gonna put my channel, and forgive everybody, but I'm gonna have to put my channel to rest, to sleep, because it isn't deleted. It just puts it in. It's what it says, and I looked into it. But I'm sorry, but I'm not going. It's not a strike. No, I'm protecting my channel because dang, I'm waiting for this to blow over, and they can't. If it's asleep, then I shouldn't have to worry about anything, right? I don't know. What's your guys' thoughts on that? But I'm honestly thinking that might be a good idea, just to go, have to. Wait a second, hold on, because you do get like a warning, I heard, or at least something. But I'm not gonna let this because I have a feeling that this is gonna end up working itself out eventually. But it might not. Well, we can get it fixed before it starts to become a huge, major problem. Because those words right there, unless everybody wants us to. Yeah, I highly doubt that. I really highly doubt that this is gonna fix anything, and it's not gonna. And it's gonna actually hurt a lot of. But they do have. I really would like to have. That $170 million for so many years, divided that up into like 100,000 or even so many, it's still going to give those content creators that are creating really high quality kids content enough money. So it's not saying that you're not going to make any money if you go create nothing but for, you know, to help create funny content, appropriate content for kids on that platform, or even on this platform that, you know, you can find. But that's just going to make it, a lot of people ain't going to want that. So it's pretty much, even though that leaves a lot more money over there for the people that are creating content. So I mean, that's still a substantial amount of money. I mean, for those creators that are creating those content, and that's just for those. I think it was 2 years, if I remember right, that they put aside. And who knows if that runs dry and they got more quality content, but for the kids that are for that platform, then it's going to be different. For the kids, and we already know that you can read all the other stuff on there. You should have already seen the video and everything pertaining. You got Magic Mice. Have you got Magic Jones's new album? No, I didn't get it yet.
Blood X says, hey Premier Hell, have you got Magic Jones' new album?
Not yet, no. I have not. I have to check it out. Did he make an album now? Oh, okay, that's cool. I have been broke. Okay, Northern Luncheon. I have been broke and sick. Sorry, I haven't been on for a while. My phone card is 55. Oh, it's 55 plus tax every month. Dang,
Blood says yes. He's giving it away.
It's expensive. It is. Yeah, internet. Definitely is not, and when we understand, we will end up in those binds. I mean, a lot of people are going through a lot of financial crisis, and I mean, it is it's not easy to get anywhere in this, you know, especially when you're on a fixed income budget and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Some of them the Dried Reapers came in. Oh, how is that? That's you're gonna enjoy them, aren't you? Simo, those things are gonna freaking hurt. I ate a habanero pepper the other day that ruined me for. I mean, it was the hottest thing. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so painful. And then it hurt my gut so bad that I felt like I ate a Reaper. Just giving his new album away for free. For real? Well, that is freaking cool as crap. I'm gonna have to. I mean, is it because you can put it as Creative Commons and it wouldn't affect the content created by ID, and it wouldn't be against that. But I can't. I mean, I don't see the option to create. I mean, I know it's there, but I know there's a way to do it because I've seen people do it. But I haven't really. But I don't put content ID on any of my stuff, so it wouldn't flag you regardless unless I actually seen it myself. So they actually gave me the option, unless they automatically do it that I'm not aware of. But I just don't feel like doing that on my channel for the point that it's like I'm not trying to like copyright. I mean, nobody can get misflagged, and you know, it's like. Although I know it's not going to save anything if somebody reports you for streaming another live stream. So I don't think it is. I think pretty sure it's against community guidelines, not copyright. Sometimes you get confused between copyright guidelines, and I'm telling you, sometimes it just gets overwhelming. I'm talking policy after policy after policy, and there's no excuse. There's no excuse. He was like, I missed that part, and. They can keep adding more things that we have to be aware of that can eventually turn into a snowball effect, and we need to do something. We have to state our opinion before it's too late, you know. Otherwise, I don't know if I honestly don't even know if it would actually permanently fix the opinion or fix what they're going to do.
Sparkling heart.
But the more people that stand up and say, "Hey, we don't really want it that way." And the more evidence we have that we've actually know that we did it, you know, it's because it's going to be publicly there, so the comment's going to be there. So I know we can't force them to do what they don't want to do, obviously, but we can, if they ask us, don't know if it's just, I don't know. Sometimes I just get I kind of get worried that it doesn't really matter, but hey, it doesn't hurt to dang try, right? To at least, I don't know. I used to have that mentality, and I still kind of lingers. How you doing, AQT? Welcome. I just noticed I'm sorry if I missed you when you came in, or if you just got
Let's
here.
Stream Games says hi Tom Andrews.
Newfoundland. Let's Stream Games is here. Throwback is gambling. So nobody has any more ideas on this. I'm gonna try to see what's in the chat here. And
Let's Stream Games says sparkling heart waving hand.
I don't know if you guys are even worried about it. It doesn't seem like anybody has any idea what I'm talking about. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. That's probably a bad thing. I don't know. It's got me worried. I got there's a lot of people in here that know they're not making any content at all that is related to kids. So
Let's Stream Games says hi Tom sparkling heart waving hand.
But if they get into the algorithm on accident, ooh boy, what did it say? 42,000, up to $42,000 in fines. I guess it really depends on how many people you had watching your video and how much of an impact is the biggest the fine, and how big your channel is and how much they know you can afford. But dang, that can take up 42,000 per video. 42,530. That's a lot. But my other friend was telling me it only applies to
Let's Stream Games says hi mate sparkling heart hugging face.
Kids content. It doesn't apply, but when I was listening to the video, it says that it applies to if you misinterpret it, like if you purposely, like or if you're not even aware, because it even says to be sure that if you're not sure if it could be pertained. I'm sure I'm not.
Let's Stream
My
Games says
content's
hello
not
sparkling heart hugging
meant
face.
for kids. It's not aimed at kids. It's aimed just to be, a goofy cat talking about. Actually, I don't know, goofy cat doesn't matter. I found this, so it's pretty much I don't even really need the filter. But it's like I don't want to be sitting here scared about even trying anything new on my channel because I have to go get a lawyer to make sure. Hey, am I okay to use this filter? Don't make fun of me. Or can I be sarcastic about it? I don't know. Snap camera is going to be inappropriate for YouTube, period. Like, wow.
Let's Stream Games says you can okay make sparkling heart grinning cat face with smiling eyes.
Yeah, making you wonder how many 12-year-olds are allowed to have an account legally. They're actually not. They're not supposed to. And yeah, it's definitely it's really, that's the thing is, it's just parents are allowing it, and they are. They do come in here. They do come into people's chats. They do go in there. They do circumvent it. It happens all over, and that's the crazy thing, And it's not only that. You don't even have to have an account to view content on YouTube.
Closing down on that.
So that's the thing. That's why they're trying to make it attractive. So since I'm a cat, and it might look attractive to. Dang, I can't. Honestly, it wouldn't. The SpongeBob filter. Oh my God. There's pretty much anything could be attractive to. Even my. Dang, if I put a wig on and it looks funny. How far are they gonna pull it, man? Dang. It could be anything. I can't even think of anything. I'm tripping. I really am. I'm tripping. I'm tripping over this because everybody's gonna trip over this one way or another. There's too many variables. It's like if you're trying to program I know how to program a lot.
Let's Stream
but it's like trying to trip over your own. You can't name every single variable the same thing and expect the program to function correctly because they gotta be named differently and they gotta be more specific. And if you start to name them similarly, you get confused of where that variable goes. And what that actual variable name, because they got, you can make them a pretty long word so you know what the heck that location of memory is.
TV, thank you for coming.
Same thing goes for this whole entire thing simplified. It's like I can relate to it in a computer programming sense, and I can also relate it to just putting something together. You gotta have it organized, and you gotta have it, but you can't. That can eventually include everybody on YouTube. That's just too. And but that means that, you know, it could be anything. Thank you, Chelno Sanchez. What, it's not going to speak now? Really? That is like...
Flowbeck says, Premier, how did I lose that many points?
Sanchez. I know that's right. Close enough, I hope. Sorry if I mispronounced it wrong. Thank you so much. I know you. You've already donated once before. Thanks again. I think I got it right the last time. Mr. Detective. It's a CMO thing. My bot saying it's a CMO thing. I see. Still on user cooldown. Oh, you did rename your channel. Wow. I didn't even notice that until right now. Dope. It's a
Luna's Corner says, love you, Premier.
Yeah, love you too, Luna's Corner. Thanks for coming in. And if anybody is, my bot's not dropping the new rules I got. There's no, there's not going to be a warning if I catch, my mods catch. If I catch a mod doing it, you're not going to ever get your mod wrench back. So no disrespect anymore at all. I mean, even if somebody starts it, I mean, it's just like, don't feed into it, you guys. Don't feed into it. You're better than that. And so from now on, if somebody's coming at anybody in this chat, or even, I'm not going to allow it anymore at all, period. I don't care. It's just going to be like end of story. I'm not comfortable with it, and people get hurt easily, and I'm done. I'm done with it. So if anybody wants to say something disrespectful in this chat towards another person, I'm just going to block them, and it might be permanently. So end of story on that one. And no, I'm not going to let it slide like, oh, I forgive you. No, I ain't going to know. It's going to be a big, long break until I remember to go look at who did I block and why? If I can't remember, then it obviously wasn't super bad. But computer check. Hey there, the new changes I have been editing. I've been editing the VODs. Yeah, the new changes I have been editing.
Go check out Shauna.
Videos.
Shauna says, Premier Hell, it could be used for labeling niche systems, ultimately placing channels into separate areas. Like an algorithm rating system.
Yeah, true. But, I mean... They pretty much are taking this whole entire system and they're taking away everything. They're not promoting your video as what it looks like to me. So they're just putting it right off the radar, and it might be searchable or findable on an app, but you ain't gonna have no chats, no comments, no discussion tab, no. Well, if your whole channel is on that, then you're not gonna have any comments on your section. You're not gonna have. They're taking away everything YouTube if you're a kid's channel. So it's technically, in my opinion, not even YouTube anymore. If you go live or if you have a video, you don't even know if anybody liked it, if it was even good. So you have no ratings. So you have no way of knowing if you did anything right on the channel. I mean, how are they even going to have to email the creator and be like, that was so stupid. You were telling my kid how to freaking put Legos together, and you told him that there was 4 pieces, and now he says that there was only 3. I mean, you could just think if they're not watching that content correctly, and then somebody had it wrong, of like, well, I was counting and I forgot. Oh my gosh, I got to be more, how are you going to have any type of communication with the creator? Are they going to allow that, like an actual, or, I mean, just that part freaking is scary to have. I'm just talking about that part. Like, you have no way of actually, like, communicating. Like, you're watching this kids content. Hopefully you do look at the content your kids is watching on the YouTube Kids to see, what they're actually learning. Because if you didn't do that, then how would you even know if YouTube Kids was good for your kid? I don't know. I mean, because I don't know how much stuff can slip past that too. I mean, it's not, the only reason this is all out here isn't because of the content. So this is going to fix all the crazy content where kids end up watching on whatever of YouTube app that we're using if we're not using kids. It doesn't fix any of that. At least it might take away a lot of it, but then they're not going to even see the stuff that's even half
more to it than what it's appearing to be.
Welcome channel member Shonda's Graphics. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, a lot more than what it is appearing to be. But it's all about, and I don't know. I have just net neutrality. Could that be something that might be related to? Remember, there was like this big ordeal about net neutrality and about the FCC taking away the net neutrality. I can't quite remember everything, but I forgot to look it up before this. So it was just something I had a thought about that I was thinking about looking up, but I haven't had time to. But I guess it have to be for something, because I can't remember exactly all the implementation. I kind of remember them, but not very. They're vague. They're like back there in the back of my mind. But could this be related at all? If you remember, it's just something I don't know why it's in the back of my mind about it, but it's a big possibility. Now, Paul Peck Drywall, I think you're safe, unless all of a sudden, kids start to get really curious about drywall. And if it looks, oh my God, but yeah, I think your channel is completely safe about this whole entire thing. You'll be like one of the, tutorials and stuff. What the heck, man? Who knows? There's everybody's different. There's maturity levels across the whole board that would blow your mind. And it's just crazy. So the big possibility that all of a sudden, but yeah, I'd highly doubt that. You'd be the last one on the list, because she's got tutorial videos based on drywall and what kid wants to work. What kid wants to really learn how to drywall? It's good when you maybe they punched a hole in the wall and be like, oh crap, I gotta hide this from my mom. Now I gotta go to the store and buy me some. Okay. But yeah, we're gonna go to the store and try to hide that wall thing and figure out how to patch it all up the right way. But it would be good to know how to do that stuff and the quick, easy ways to make it match up and make it look all perfect. But yeah, I just don't see that really pertaining. So that's all we're gonna have on YouTube. Either that or a lot of people creating some really mature content that isn't adult, but borderline mature. It's gonna be crazy. So,
Let's Stream Games says I have to change my no kids wants watch Walking Dead Man Zombie.
I want to change my no kids wants watch. Oh yeah, you want what? No kids want to watch. No kids want to watch. Yeah, but that's actually one of the games you wouldn't have to worry about, because that's more or less maybe they'd be scared of it. And yeah, that would pertain as a right. But what if you're playing Fortnite? Fortnite's very highly. Kids freaking love that game. My kid's like 5 years old and he loves playing that game.
Says if I lose my channel, it'll go to RedTube. LOL.
They say if I lose my channel, I'll go to RedTube. Oh no! Shh! Don't give anybody any ideas. You can't get anybody off this platform. Yeah, we don't want to go there. You know how many times I accidentally typed that in on accident just because for some reason or another? Because the freaking thing is, the box is, I was like, what is that website back in the day? Oh yeah! Anyways, don't ever type that in. I actually do have. I was so mad I punched the wall video. I was so mad I punched the wall video. The comments are hilarious. Really, I bet. I know, and it's like you're trying to, because you get frustrated. There ain't nothing to not be frustrated. You freaking always something you get frustrated about, and that's not a really good way of handling your anger. But people do handle their anger, and they take it out. At least they took it out on a wall and not somebody or themselves. But you never know. It's not really the best way, because it creates a lot more problems. And you've already were mad about the fact that something happened, and then you're just like creating more problems in the process of trying to just relieve your frustration. So I've learned it's not good to break things when you're frustrated. It just makes things more frustrating. But yeah, it's kind of funny. Everybody gets frustrated and oh, my favorite cup. And then you're like, oh, then you're even but at least you're distracted about what you're frustrated about. But yeah, I don't know. The only thing that we can really stay on point on this, because it's really, I'm really wanting everybody to realize this concept is not, I mean, it might not, I mean, it's not going to affect everybody on YouTube. It actually is, because Paul Peck now, every time he goes on there, which is not going to be a big deal, is this video made? You can easily select, never will make content for kids. And that's going to solve it. You're just a tutorial, so you got a single niche. You're not going to do anything off the wall that might be misconstrued, but that shouldn't, I mean, you shouldn't have to worry. If I can play games, that's what I'm a gaming channel. That's what I originally want to do on this channel. But I don't want to make it nothing but a gaming channel. I mean, because that's just too, what do you call that, saturated of a, you know, of a, just too saturated. There's like you search gaming channels, you can find out how many people are live streaming whatever game, and it really isn't super saturated, because if you find a game that nobody's playing, then you've actually probably did a lot better, you know, and limit, you know, finding the people, you know, that are looking for different stuff to watch. Maybe they get tired of watching Fortnite. Maybe they get tired of watching, you know, somebody play Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption. And you're not focusing on kids when you're playing a video game. You're an adult playing a video game. But there are other channels where there are younger, under age 18, that are doing channels, and they have a channel. And, oh my gosh. Then those channels might get in trouble because they're... I'm just worried. There's a lot of channels out there that are going to be affected. And if we don't state our opinion and just sit back and let it just come to pass, it's going to be like shoulda, coulda, woulda. And I hate that when I do that. I hate it when I procrastinate to the point, like the story reason we're here is because somebody procrastinated somewhere. But what's up, 23KC? Oh, my chat. So good thing my chat froze right when I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so disrespectful. Is that a good policy to have, Premiere? No negative reactions from your monitors. No reason to be
Jervis
disrespectful
says Premiere
to
hell and
those
everybody
who are
hello.
being disrespectful. Raise about it. Okay, it says Northland check. I think it's a good policy to have. No negative reactions from your monitors. No reason to be disrespectful to those who are being disrespectful. Raise about it. I get what you're saying. Premiere, it's almost advertising the rolling. Yeah. Advertising the rollout of the recommended kids-friendly content. Yeah, they're trying. That's the only thing is they don't want to take off. They don't want to go through and have to rewrite the algorithm of. Yeah, I don't know. I think they just figured this would be the easiest route to fix it, and I think they could have easily just said, change your advertising settings. You know, because that's all it is about collecting advertising data on children. Could this possibly be? Could this content bring in enough? Well, then, okay. You know, I'm a live streamer. I guess I won't have we don't collect the data on this thing. You know, because this might, and you know, they might be coming in here. You know, that's kind of like because of the fact that they might be kind of like, you know, you were respecting your own beliefs in this sense, but I don't understand. I just don't see how that's going to ever fix anything. I mean, because honestly, it should. I mean, some of it's kind of like, well, I understand we want to protect the kids' privacy. I can definitely, but I don't know what. I mean, what is? I mean, what do you worry that your kid gets an ad and your kid's on a thing and how do they even know? Well, they're watching kids' content, but how are they going to know if they click on an ad or anything? You know, or if it was me going, oh, well, he said he wanted that toy, and so I go back and look up. I mean, how are they going to even know whether it was me and him watching whatever ad that they wanted for possibly their birthday or Christmas? That's the only thing I have to read into it, because I'm really not even totally sure about this whole entire thing myself. There's a lot to read and a lot to understand. It's mind-boggling and it's scary. I mean, because if it's going to be that affecting, if it's just simply, oh, we have to change the way we go about looking at our videos before we post them out. But then that leaves we're going to be like already like, oh crap, did you have to go back through all of our videos and be like, make sure I never have and I never did. But if I did, I'm in big trouble. I get fined money.
Go check out
I can lose
Computer
my channel. I can lose abilities on my channel. I can use perks. I can lose a lot of things. If I don't follow this thing, it could be really bad for me. You know, and it shouldn't be that freaking hard to do a YouTube channel. That's just making it a really big ordeal that it's more or less we should be focusing not on our YouTube channel, and at that point, yes, but we should be focusing on if we have kids, focusing on what they watch. And whether we are okay about the ads going to them or not, it should be our choice. And you know, we should be policing our kids, not the FTC or the FCC or the FIB or the MIB or the whatever other organizations are out there trying to big, you know, granddaddy everything. But I just think that if we don't say something about it or do something that make it change, it's not gonna end up good. And hell, I police my kid. That's good. You need to police your kid. You need to pay attention to what your kids is watching, and that's our job. Not, I don't really believe it's the FCC's. It's our obligation, and it's saying that that's what it's supposed to be for. But it's looking like they're trying to make it their job. They're not giving us the respect that I think we all should have. And I don't think we're getting enough. They don't think they have enough faith in us to do what we should be doing, and history's already repeated itself. You know, I guess because they're trying to respect but that's not this policy. I mean, YouTube did a lot of changes to respect the advertisers and for the people that come on and all the other stuff. I might have heard about it. I don't really want to go into that, but it's just crazy that, you know, you would actually be on here and consider yourself a partner of a company. And then it's just like, you know, you're sharing, yes, but then you're going to really totally like make everybody look bad when you do something really crazy and inappropriate, not realizing that anybody could be watching you. Even like you have family members, you have kids, and if you don't realize you're being watched by them or by somebody of your other relative that is anybody that is young, that you don't want them, you have to mark it as adults only. If you're talking about something that's it's as simple as that. It's pretty simple. If you don't want your kids around when you're doing something on here, it only goes so. There's only like a borderline. It can only go inappropriate, meme rage, like slightly inappropriate, but it's okay for everybody to watch. I don't know. I've already seen some stuff on YouTube that should not be there, and it's been there forever. But this is totally like just the FCC trying to say, hey, that's fine. They're doing their thing, but they're asking for it. They're not being. They're early giving us an opportunity to say, hey, we wrote this down, proofread our work, and I put the link in the description. So you should be able to state your opinion, and they're gonna read them all. They're gonna go through them, and they're gonna probably either revise it. So they need that enough time to do that. So in the end, it always boils down to get off your lazy butt and go to the computer and get on your phone. The link should work on your phone too, and you know, look at this stuff and see what's really going on, and figure out what you know, do something about it, because it's going to affect everything about YouTube in a big major. In the end of it, just think of how it's going to affect you in the future and how it's going to affect all your favorite creators. It's a huge community, and only a tiny percent of you are here. Tiny percent. But it's gonna we don't do something. Thank you, Sun City Scratchers. Thank you, Crystal in Peril. Chrysler in Peril, sorry. But thank you so much. But we really do gotta focus on it. We really do gotta do something about it. Because there's a lot of people out there that are just gonna brush this off and sweep it underneath the rug, and it's gonna affect everything. It's gonna affect our kids. It's gonna affect the future of YouTube if this starts to get out of control. If we don't state our opinion, we're not gonna be heard, I guess, until the night. But then it's gonna turn into something could turn into something worse for the platform. And I'm actually kind of I've been dealing with everything they've been doing so far. It's been no problem. But if it's gonna totally ruin, this is a major change, you guys. I mean, it's pretty much it's all in the words. It's all in the understanding. It's all in how it eventually is gonna play out. You know, so I recommend you look into it, because I'm gonna make I still have to word it out correctly and how I feel, so that it doesn't, it comes across as than exactly how I mean, and how it I'm looking at it in a bigger picture than just, oh, it's gonna destroy my channel. No, it's not just about me. It's about freaking everybody on YouTube and the future of the kids and and how YouTube's gonna turn out. I mean, it really is gonna freaking go on and on. Let me see what's going on here. And Life with Domo stealing. Couldn't steal.
Go check out 2KC.
See? That's why it's not polite to steal. It's that's just a game though. Okay, so into Simo. Ooh, Simo, you got lucky. Your house, 100%. Well, if you do, Sun City, if you haven't already, there's a link, and here I'm gonna drop it since I haven't dropped it for a while, but there's a link right here, and I'm not worried about you. If you don't, I don't want to make you leave, but put that to like a link and save it for later. It's in the description, but take a look at it. If you don't think you have any time later, take the moment and do it now. I mean, because if you don't, there's a link in that link there that leads to, no, that's actually the regulations.gov. That's the place where you actually leave your comment. But there's a petition also that actually has a link in it, and that's this one. And I might as well drop that one too, because this is the petition that actually has a video explaining and showing you a little bit more detail of what I'm talking about, and kind of gives you a little bit more of what that petition is pertaining to get them to reconsider certain aspects of their enforcement towards us. Really, video, page, petition, and that could definitely, and they're already at, like, I can't believe it went from yesterday, it was at like only 70, and now it's at 86,767. Let me refresh it. I wonder if anybody else has signed it.
Go check out channel member 10's World.
80, what? How did it go? Oh, 88,800. Oh, and it's growing. 88,857. See, this isn't just, there's a lot of people signing it right now. So, yeah, it's I mean, the more people that do it, the more impact it's going to have on the future of YouTube. And and it's just, I wouldn't want it to happen. So I mean, honestly, more people that do it, the better it is. Okay, listening okay? You're listening okay? Not really, I'm not listening very well. You know that, V-Lady. I try my best. Hey, thanks for the links. Oh, you are more than welcome. And and they had a really good discussion over there at Pusa Studios, and that's where I got this idea. And that's what, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even be aware of this. But I mean, even though I would have, because they're telling me about it on YouTube. But then I would have been totally lost, and I would have just been, what the heck are they talking about? I mean, but it was good. There was a really good discussion they had over there. And so I'm still thinking about it. So if it's on my mind, why not talk about it? I will be keeping you posted, okay? Social media, attorneys, etc. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because you got, yeah, definitely. We might just confer with an attorney, because this is too much for us to comprehend after raising our kids. I know, right? That's funny, you be lady. I'm reading your comments finally. Yeah, this is a completely sensitive subject. I mean, not really. Yeah, it is sensitive. It is a sensitive. It's not like it's oh my gosh, like we have to go do what we do. We have to go do something if we don't like what they're doing. That's what they're even asking. I mean, but they didn't really I didn't get no letter saying, please contact us if you don't like our changes. There wasn't like a huge broadcast special service announcement. It's really up to us to look into what they're doing. And it seems like they're trying to let one slip on us here. They just don't want to have to work. I mean, but what is there? I mean, the money that goes to them is money that everybody in this whole planet be working for. You got to pay taxes, don't you? I mean, a lot of people, everything goes from taxes. Taxes do a lot of things. I mean, I don't know what country everybody's from, but I mean, somebody pays something for something. Money doesn't come out of thin air. So, I mean, it really does. Well, actually, I don't know. I have to beg to differ on that. I mean, it doesn't come out of thin air, but it sure as heck seems like sometimes you just end up, let's increase the budget. Well, we don't even have any money to have. I don't know. A lot of things kind of confuse me in this world. And this is another one of them. So let's just add on to all the confusion. Yeah. So, this is the land of confusion, that's for sure. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Hey, bud. Hey, Big Flipper, Silver Golden Coin Flipper, how you doing? Yeah, thanks for coming in. That's another awesome guy I know, man. He's got a good channel of coins. Hopefully kids don't find coins attractive, because that would pertain to your channel. And I think kids like money. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yours is on the, that's just an idea. It's a good thought. I never thought about the coin community. I used to collect money when I was a kid. Coins were the coolest thing in the world for me when I was... Okay, just saying. I was really interested in coins. I mean, I'm really interested. I'm still okay. I like a lot. Coins are cool, but I was fascinated with old coins and stuff. Stuff I used to... Well, I guess it's because my mom was really into collecting silver coins and stuff like that, and collecting old pennies, and yeah, so we sat and she had me go through the coins and pennies and stuff and look at the pennies and the dates, and it was really fun because she had a whole bunch of pennies to go through to try to find the old ones. So it was something that I did when I was a kid. Just a scary. I mean, you can eventually apply to almost everybody.
Go check out Flowback.
But I don't know. I'm just saying that the way that's worded is scary. So it makes sure, let's let them know that that's got to be a typo. But they're wanting to extend it, so it's not a typo. So it's something we got to say, no, don't go that far. That's just that petition. But tell them they want to know how this is going to affect everybody on YouTube. So that Gov form is pretty much it'll. The video explains it on that one page, the second one, so it does actually help. It's pretty much they want your opinion on these new policies, and pretty much you have to watch that one video, and you can watch the other video, and you pretty much got a huge concept idea of what's going on YouTube, and just state how hard it's going to be, what it's going to do. It really is, because they want to know that too. They want to know how, if you do have a kids channel and you are making content towards just pertaining to kids, that they want to know how it's going to affect you and your whole entire, because I mean, imagine depending on how the size of your channel and the revenue you would get or lose, how bad it's going to affect. What if you're dependent on that and that's your actual job? I mean, there's just a huge stuff. I mean, I won't even know. That's probably why they don't even. They're just assuming they know, or they think, well, they'll just have to deal with it because we got to protect the kids. But wait a second, isn't that the parents' job to protect the kids? I mean, it is the parents' job to protect the kids. We got to be aware that there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this world. For real, we got to protect our kids. Every one of us, and the laws are there to help. It shouldn't. The law shouldn't go any farther than to help, and that's what it looks like to me. That's all they're trying to do is help. But it's when the help becomes so exhausting that it's for even just YouTube's a huge platform, and I don't pretend it anyways, because it is a completely humongous place. Now, but it's going to drive, it's going to hurt, not only that, it's going to hurt YouTube in general. It's going to hurt their financial, so I'm sure they don't want it. And I think that's another reason they're kind of making it a little bit, like they're getting it to the point. They want to know our opinion without asking us for our opinion. It's kind of like, that's just my idea, thoughts. I could be wrong. But I think they do
Go
want
check
to
out
know,
Brenda Land.
because they generally do. Sure, they care about the platform. Everybody that's on here cares about the platform. If you don't like YouTube, then why are you here? I mean, why would you be on YouTube if you didn't enjoy what you were watching, or if you didn't, why would you be even sitting here watching me if you didn't, you didn't like what my conversation was about? I mean, or the people that were in the chat. I mean, if they didn't have a reason to be here because they are trying to get known, they are here to meet people, they're here to possibly get noticed, or even anywhere else. If they have no real, if you give people two reasons to be here because you have a channel and because they like to watch content, that's two more reasons for them to be on this platform. But if you take one of those reasons away, I don't think that's a good reason to, I think it's a good reason to double check. They need to double check what they're doing. And if we don't give them a reason to double check, then what are they going to do? They're going to just put in the statement and be like, But it's like, if only a small percentage of people say anything, and they can ignore it. They can sweep it underneath the rug with. Well, then nobody really cares, and we just do what we want. That's the only thing I can say. I don't know. Just the more people, the merrier. The more time you take to put in my channel. Okay, no, it doesn't. They're trying to, Big Flipper. They're trying to make it. They're trying to additionally add to this policy. They're adding it. They're saying they want to extend it to not just child-directed content on YouTube. They're trying to extend it to child-attractive content. So anything that can make it, anything that a children can be interested in, or that they deem that a children could just because the children's interested in it, that they can come to your channel and say, oh, I don't think so. This is just because either they don't like you, or because, or just because all of a sudden a whole bunch of something. It's crazy. The bot could just flag you because it was the bot learned something, and then it's like it gets. Who knows? That's just too. I don't think it's going to be that bad, to be totally honest. But what if? What if? It's not a bad question half the time. It's a good thing it keeps you out of trouble when you ask what if. Just a really quick what if. What if I don't look? What if I don't? It's not really, wouldn't want to spend time wasting about what if. You just want to do it because if you don't, it's coulda, woulda, shoulda. Because if it even pertains to somebody you like, a friend of yours, you would want to just take a couple minutes and go and take a look at it and see what you think. And obviously, if it isn't there, if you think it's not going to affect you, no matter what your content is on your channel, I think you're wrong. Because it's going to if you make one false mistake and one false thing, and you get like, oops, I forgot to flag that video, or oops, I accidentally made a kid's content. You're not aware of the actual implications of, purposely or accidentally, or maybe even just, I'm sure you get a warning like anything else, but you really got to open up your, eyes and think about open up your eyes and see what might be going on. Because it's going to affect things in the future, all in the future of YouTube. Like, you're just going to see a lot more. A lot of people don't really
Shauna
care.
says, Premier Hell, did you watch The Compliant?
I guess, because they don't have no reason to care. But, you can just, you have to think ahead. And thinking ahead can make a huge difference. As well, I'll never forget, I've had relatives that really helped me kind of think ahead. Like, always think before you speak. Try to think before. Sometimes, you get ahead of yourself and you don't even think before you speak. But you just got to keep those, you know. I thought about a lot of stuff I was going to say, but did I really think my thoughts out? I'm just thinking out loud, pretty much. I'm not thinking before I speak, but it does help to think ahead of time, at least, and know what's in your head, I guess. Like, know about what you're thinking about, and know about what your concerns are. But how you doing? Found it buried. Tans rolled. Nice, still hanging out. Big flip.
Tans World says no problem thinking out loud.
It works for me. But yeah, wow, I just searched for all S's for something somehow. Oh, I did that, accidentally hit the something C, something S, like control, find S, I don't know, it's weird. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Laura. What happened, Laura? Oh wow, how did it just stay at the very top? So I'm at the very, very top of this chat. Somehow it scrolled all the way to the top. Oh, so Laura Lee, something happened, I missed it. Man, talk about missing all the comments in the chat. Scrolled up to the top, that was a really old comment. Nice to see you, found it buried. Scepter Cosbest, where did I get all these points people are stealing from me? Oh, I don't remember. I probably gave them to you just joking around when you're in the chat when I was, having a good time. But yeah, you get points just by coming in here. And you do get points. I can't remember how much I raised it to. You get points for hanging out. And you get points by winning them. And Dallas County Scratchers in here. Stealing from everybody. Tom Andrews. We got Nick Molnar. I know who you are. I think I remember correctly. But yeah, see, that's another thing. Isn't I think, yeah, Nick, you have a, if I remember right, obviously my memory, I'm just speaking out, maybe I'm wrong, but you have a kid that has a gaming channel. I guess that's got to concern you if you have a kid that has a gaming channel. Is that kid's content? Or is that just a kid creating content? And I don't know how old your kid is. I think I really have no idea. Yeah, Travis Gamer. And I don't know, your kid is above age of 13. Now, is that going to be considered? That's just crazy, because what kid's going to be probably playing, like, I can't, because I haven't really caught him live. But yeah, so I don't know. Is that going to be a concern in the future for this type of this policy? So it's like everybody can find a reason to say, hey, I mean, even it's a CMO thing. I mean, I know he doesn't create like content for kids. He creates family-friendly content. And family-friendly content is something I would rather have my kid watch than this puppet ones that are cussing and all these other channels that are kind of like saying all these mean things and then I don't even know where they keep getting this other ideas in their head from. And I be hearing all these cuss words on some of these things, and I don't even know how it gets recommended after one video. Because I had one thing they were watching that was like an educational thing, and all of a sudden it plays on to a, oh my gosh. But this isn't the subject of this. That's totally off this content subject. Just to clarify this. This is to protect the advertisers. The reason this is happening is because advertisers, and when they have their algorithm, when you make it public, they collect data from everything you watch. They're mining data, and if you're creating content, and this simplifies what it really is all about. If you're creating content for kids and you're putting content out there for kids, or you're secretly trying to attract kids so you can mine their data, that's what this is addressing. They don't want anybody to be mining data from kids. That's privacy violation of this. And I don't know
Tans World
where
says
and why, because I never looked at the history of it, because I don't know, they stopped. I haven't went back that far to figure out the roots of this problem, or the roots of where this all originated. But I know it was something. It's all. I mean, we pretty much can sum it up. It is to look out for the children. There's a lot of laws in the place looking out for children, and I can pretty much agree with every single one of them. Just I mean, like, yeah, if it involves kids and if it looks positive,
Go check
just
out
sign it
Corvette.
right off. So I would just, yeah. And I really highly, I mean, who wants to read that? I don't care. I mean, I just don't. I got just to say that it's a lot of work, no matter what, for everybody out there to try to sit there. You have to hire a lawyer to make sure that your content is not trying to violate those companies. Not companies. They're not companies. They're government agencies. Excuse me. Violating the government agencies' policies and laws. Federal Trade Commission. Pretty much laws. It's going to become an actual legal law that you have to abide by on YouTube. That you violate, it violates this complete policy that's adding up. That's to protect kids. So it can be a good thing, but it's pretty much it should be for us, and it looks like they're opening it up for all of us to state what we, as the people, like it says in the back of the dollar bill, I think it says in the back of we the people, or it's like we, where does it say we the people? I've heard that before. I think it was a dollar bill where I read it. I mean, it's pretty much like, I mean, that's just in this country. But I mean, it should always be everywhere across the world. It should just be, when you be looking out for everybody else, wouldn't that be a freaking wonderful? Yeah, but that's kind of scary because there might be a one world government and one world. I don't want to talk about that. But that would be scary though, right? Or, I mean, it really, yeah, then it would be, you would give no room for differences, I guess. I don't know. Diversity. There's lots of big words out there. I don't know. What do you guys think? I know you guys are getting bored. No, you're not, are you? I think I've burned out this conversation. I don't know. I don't think you can. I don't think this one's. I guess that for hours thinking about it. And I don't even think I mentioned everything I was actually thinking about.
Nick Molnar says, I think we are all screwed.
Yeah. That's
Ismo thing says, did you say dollar bill?
Pretty much.
Shaky time, gotta make that dollar from the kitty. LOL.
But you know what? You can just think that, but then not do nothing. Without trying, you don't know. If everybody thinks that way, that would probably be a bad idea. I mean, we all just be like, oh well, oops, I accidentally started the timer on this thing that I think I shouldn't have. Well, let's just let it run down and see what happens. Oh, tick. Oh, should we try to stop it? We don't know what it's going to do. You can't read it's in a different language. Who knows? It came from. I mean, we're going to sit there and stare at the clock counting down, or we're going to try to turn it off. You're danged if you do, and you're danged if you don't. But it's at least worth a shot. I don't want to find out when that clock hits 0, do you? Can't make it any worse. The clock's going to assume you can't get. Who knows what it's going to do?
Nick Molnar says,
I am you're trapped in a building and all of a sudden you hit the wrong button on something. You don't even know what the heck's going on. What do? Kaboom! Yeah. I mean, are you going to sit there and watch the clock go down, or are you going to try to fix it before it goes? Try to stop it and make sure nothing's going wrong. Make sure you know what it is before you let it go off. Or are you going to pause it for a second and say, hold up? I don't know. I guess it's just an analogy of get off your ass and do something before something goes off. You don't even have to get off to get off your ass and do something. All you have to do is click on a button. You're late. It's freaking all technology these days. It's a website. You can go out, and if you really don't want to be lazy, you can actually, there's actually an address where you can actually mail them something. So, I mean, a lot of people are old fashioned. They don't want to do digital stuff. So you can actually mail them a letter. And that's actually a little bit more personal. So they probably respect that a lot more than a digital. I mean, you actually really, you ever appreciated an actual classic
hello,
letter.
Sparkling Heart.
Oh, I don't know. I might just send them an actual classical, nicely typed, printed out on my printer, folded up, licked, sealed with a kiss. Please read. I mean, like S sealed with a. Back when I was a kid, I used to write letters like that. Just because. I was a guy, but it was still kind of funny. Yeah, whatever.
It's a Samo thing, says Premier. You could always go to KittyTube. LOL.
Always go to KittyTube. YouTube. I mean, I don't want to have to write a whole nother platform. Damn. Then I just end up being like, yeah, that would be totally terrible.
Let's
I don't want to have to rewrite what's already made. Can't fix it. You know how hard it is to program something from scratch? It's really freaking extremely difficult unless you have a huge amount of people helping you do it that are sophisticated and know what they're doing. I mean, I couldn't do it alone. But I mean, we don't have to fix a good thing. YouTube is a great place. It's just, it might not be for very much longer. It's going to be Happy New Year. Oh crap. I mean, there goes my channel. What happened? Oh crap, I just forgot to do the setting. I thought I did it. I didn't double check it. Oh, I needed the save button. Oh,
It's a Samo thing says you could call it Puss in Boots.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, all I can say is, oh, I hit the wrong button. I did own. You never know. You chose some videos that you thought were kids content and they weren't. And then you got flagged for misappropriately doing it. So this is so much. This is so much. This is just I think it's just a little overkill for something that they don't even think they gave us 6 months to adapt. I think it wasn't like only 4 months. Like they gave us 6 months to adapt to the numbers changes, but it doesn't seem like I haven't even been aware of this they've been talking about it, but you know, it's like I don't even think they gave us enough time. They just want to get this policy, hurry up, get it in place before Trump's not president anymore. It's kind of weird though. It's just, I don't know, it's just creepy they want to get it. Like who's saying he might still be afraid. He can still get it reelected, can he? So, I mean, that's irrelevant. Anyways, I mean, that's just conversation. I'm not saying anything. I'm not talking about it. Anyways, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's not my job. I'm not really into that type of thing. But I'm not really that. This is pertaining to what I'm doing on YouTube. You know, I want to just be who I am and not have to worry about a lot of in particulars. And I don't think there's a lot of channels out there that can just be caught up in this mess. So passes catnip.
Go check out channel number 10's World.
Dan's World says, I see you updated the bot. Good job.
Yeah, I updated it. I slowed it down a little bit. I slowed it down just a little bit, I think, on the I added some rules. I think if they do, I have not noticed them come through. Capital letters is what I was looking for.
Let's Stream Games says, hello Sparkling Heart.
Sparkling Heart. Well, hey, I think I have kids that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Tan's World says it came up the
rules. Trying my best to keep it a little bit more appropriate in here. I don't like people
Raven
feeling
Blackbird says, Premier Hell, what are you doing?
Nobody should be able to come here and have to feel like get scared. So it says, I have kids that watch my channel, but YouTube says I have no viewers.
Shonda's Graphics says, cat and a hat.
Yeah, there's no, really, that's the thing. It's that this is not going to fix anything except for the actual parents that are, you know, or forcing their kids to sign up and follow the laws appropriately. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that ain't keeping an eye on their kids, and it's crazy. It really is scary. And there's a lot of kids that don't have that type of, which is sad, because, you know, it's just the situations and reality. You know, you gotta really don't even want to discuss, but it's just that the situations out there that there isn't enough parents for as many kids as there actually are, and for them to actually have an actual, and you know, parents now, we have to work so freaking much. You spend a lot of time doing a lot of stuff, and it's really hard to sit down and watch what they're doing when we're trying to get stuff done. We have to, there's no rest for the, you know, there's so many songs I could be singing right now. It's like, damn, but we're just singing along. We ain't doing nothing about it. I mean, but yeah, but it really is. We have to work, we have to go, and we don't have a lot of time. With this technology, we don't have a lot of time to see what's really going on around us. That's like most people. Unless you're lucky and you're rich as anything, you don't have a lot of time to sit down with your kids, and that's not really fair for everybody else on the planet. But I keep telling my kid, he keeps saying life isn't fair, and I said, well, guess what? Get used to it, because life is far from fair. And I never said that you weren't never told that when you were never signed. I guess we were never signed up to be born. You know, we never like, hey, would you like life on it? No, it was a free gift. We're here. You know, it was, you were given it here, and that's the end of the story. It was never promised to be on this. There was no promise for that to be perfect at this point. I mean, we do feel everything's wrong, but that's a reason. There's a reason for that. There's something that you'd probably have to go and look and find for yourself. Because there is a reason out there. There's a reason for everything. You gotta seek and you will find. But that's, some people don't have the time to even do that. And it's like time is going by faster and faster and faster. There's really a reason. I read that there might not be a reason for every in particular thing, but I really believe that there might be. There's a reason why everything's going on. There's a reason. There might be a reason. But at least there's a cause. But then for every cause and every effect, there's some scientific theory. I can't remember. There's tons of theories out there. But it doesn't mean every theory out there is a fact. I probably did. What, I froze because I was thinking? Or maybe I buffered on your end or on my end. Who knows? But yeah, probably because they were like, oh, wait, hold up. I wonder if they've turned off my ads. I haven't even looked. I keep forgetting how to check it.
Go check out channel member Madding.
Madding says you might want to get used to not using the cat filter. Any animated filter. Remember they took away Camel Joe because he was animated and attracted kids to smoking.
So what do you say, animated Joe? Any animated filter ads are on Premiere. Are they? I didn't name it, and I'm only cutting on stereo. I am talking about I'm not talking about bad about YouTube or anything. I'm not talking bad about anybody. I'm trying to understand it, and you guys are helping me understand this whole concept, and I want to see how many people are aware of it or not aware of it. So YouTube is supposed to be for users over the age of 13 exactly, due to the fact that the parent company Google collects and markets user data. The children's online prioritize exempts. Yeah, right. So it's kind of like, they're balancing two companies that are pretty much so closely related that they conflict with and so they were forced to go do it, and they said, well, how are we going to do that? It's like procrastination. It's like, I guess they probably couldn't until they were forced. And that's probably why it took them a long time to really, it's been so slow on YouTube, and all these policies are trying to throw this at once. It's kind of slowing down YouTube a little bit, but that's, I had just got them to notice. I don't know. I don't think I could say is there something a little more than that going on, and I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's making me worried. Really is making me worry that we need to look at this stuff a little more careful. I know it sucks. I hate reading documents. I hate reading these things, but really, it's pretty much simplified. And if you need clarification, I'm sure there is a link on that page that goes directly to it. And I'm sure it's right there. You can find the rules. It's right up there, all there at the top of that thing, so you can read the actual rules, which I want to go over when I get more time instead of just skimming over them. But so the point is I'm not. Well, if I end the whole conversation now, I'm not mad at anything. I'm not telling everybody to go. I'm just saying we got to be aware of this, and what we can do, we got to do it the right way. So I'm encouraging that nobody goes and says, "Ah!" But no, we just really want to. But yeah, I was reading that one comment.
Hello, Premiere Hell, I am now back in chat.
Just got to do it. Congratulations, man. Yeah, I've earned it. So where's that comment that I heard that guy couldn't finish it? He says, do you think you're going to have problems because of the floating kitty head? Yes, if definitely because of this. Because of that thing. Clarify the definition of child-directed and not expand it to cover child attractive content. That wouldn't get rid of video games. That would get rid of the cat. And now, I don't know. Could be. I don't even know. I can't think of anything. Snapchat would just be off limits. And then, I better try to look as ugly as I possibly can, so that, who knows? I just gotta make sure I don't look, I'm talking. I have to go drastic measures, or at least abide by. Okay, well, let's cuss some more. Let's make this definitely adult zone. Well, not adult, because doesn't make it. Just because you cuss a couple times in your stream does not make it only have to pertain to adults. But yeah, that video, if you give it a second, it's only like 2 minutes long, and it's like save family-friendly content on YouTube. And it's right there at the top of that petition, and that's the only link that I put in there, because that's the only one needed, because all the other links are in that article, in that petition. It's right there, and if you watch the video, it explains where it goes. Really, the only one that needs to be done, because all the links are right there in that one video. You go to it, read it.
Maddie says, if you put your channel to sleep, let us know.
I will make sure I'll let everybody know. I'll be like, well, here it is. YouTube says Kitty's gotta go to sleep, and then it's like, what am I gonna do? Well, I'll just probably have to. I don't know what I'll do. I might not put my banner, but it'll just be like, I'll just go back to tutorials, and the cat will just be dead. They'll put the cat to sleep. I'll have to deal with it. I just won't be as. It's just gonna ruin a lot of fun things on YouTube, and it's gonna make family-friendly content off of YouTube. So when you're a kid, this is to think about the perspective of your whole family sitting down and watching YouTube. You think the family wants to watch YouTube Kids? No, they're gonna go to you. Maybe they want YouTube's free, and I don't buy any other service. I go and find videos on YouTube because it's a couple ads here and there. I don't care about ads. Ads are cool. Hey, you want that for your birthday? Cool. How do they know my kid's watching this? But still, it does happen. And it's good to know if they like that, if they like this, like that, whatever. I'm not concerned about the ads. I'm concerned about the content in the videos that are affecting my kids, not about the ads. Because I tell them I can't get that right now. If you're good in school, maybe. That kind of thing. I'm not too worried about that. And how do they know anything about it? Because they're not signed into anything when they're watching YouTube. So they're not collecting anything except for the fact that it's my IP address. And how are they going to know whether it's me turning something on for them or them turning something on for them? So, I'm guarding my own kids' privacy just by not letting them have an account, period. Even on YouTube or not, except for maybe on, that's Amazon's fault, not Google's. It's like I had a little angry review about those. But they settled it. It's end of story. They did go through and make it right, but it was not no worry-free guarantee. But regardless, I guess there's no worry-free guarantee in life, period, at all. Can't do that. That's a bad worry-free guarantee. Anytime I hear that now, I'm gonna be like, huh? Worry-free? You're freaking joking, because there's no such thing as a worry-free guarantee. That's gonna flag me for life. I'm never gonna believe a worry-free guarantee. You say worry-free guarantee, I'll be like, psh, you're joking. It's a good sign that she asked your permission. Yeah.
Go check out channel member Shonda's graphics.
Okay. And collaborate on YouTube with free educational content creators that are serious about their work. Yeah, exactly. We're all serious about our work, and there's a lot of channels out there that they're just not aware of what is appropriate, and they might be making kind of considering it appropriate, but it really for a parent, maybe they don't have kids. They're just making a content and it looks good. But that's not even about this. That's for another topic. That's not even related to this, so don't get it confused. This is totally different. This is what YouTube has to do to break it away from advertisers and the way they're dating money in, because your data is valuable. Because I mean, honestly, it's not even in my opinion, it's not really like they're looking at exactly who you are, but they kind of are, but they're really not. They just want to know what you're interested in, so they can, instead of like paying $20 for throwing a random ad in your face, they know that, hey, you're going to be interested in this because you might be looking for this. But I don't know. I always get these ads that it's like, how the heck do they think I want it? And then it's like, do I have the same? It's like, oh my God, they got me so wrong. It's like I laugh when I get tired, and I have a think it might be because I'm looking up stuff for other people and I'm doing other things. Like, damn, they must think I got money or something because I can't afford one of those. But it's just funny. It's funny how I get that ads get targeted to me, but I mean, I don't see any target. I mean, there is some ads I do notice that are kind of like, I like that. There's one couple gadgets, but that's obvious. A couple really cool gadgets I saw that I was thinking, dang, I want to get one of those.
Welcome, Chocolate Chicken.
But yeah,
thank you for coming.
In the end, targeting ads doesn't. I don't think it's going to affect. I don't know how. I don't even really. I have to look a little more deeper about that. But the subject was about what the deep buried parts of this subject is. Which, I mean, I have to dig that up. I want to know what this and how this. I know it's to protect kids and then the privacy of kids. But where did? And it was a Privacy Act. I can't remember even when it came out. I know I heard about it. If there was a reason for it, but I'm so concerned about this that I can't recall it at the top of my head right now exactly what it was. I know what it's there for, but what was the reason for it is the question of what that came. I know it was something on here, but no, it was that's totally separate because YouTube changed their policies not because of the. Sometimes it can get really confusing. So don't get stressed because believe me, I think we're all a little like, oh man, I don't even want to read that. But I think if you care about your channel or a friend's channel, I think when you do, you can come back to hearing this. I've already edited the description. Now whether this thing, whether I got another window open and it doesn't stay there, it says all changes are saved.
Raven the Blackbird says 2012.
But was it 2012? Do you like it was involving something? I mean, I am kind of curious. I am really honestly kind of curious because I can't recall it. Or what exactly caused? There was a reason. There was like they were saying online because it was all about privacy and it's all about you got to protect our kids online. And there's a lot of other acts out there that are protecting everything else about kids. And I really respect it. And it's like it definitely needs to be some other laws, but I don't think we need laws like that because we have our own kids. And I know a lot of mothers out there that just be like, well, I mean, they're not really probably not the best, but I don't know, best because I don't think I'm the best. I don't think anybody can be perfect when it comes to parenting, and that's just one thing. But you know, I don't know. I've seen conversations and stuff in the past where it's like, how dare you tell me how to do? I've been in a lot of drama and fights, so you can see where this should affect a lot of. But you can't go out like. You can't look at it like that. So you can't really, you don't want to have those people like, how dare you tell me how to raise my kid? They're my kid. What? Yeah, don't get offended if that was not meant to offend you at all. But it is like, you know, you should be able to do it. Everybody, every parent, every woman, every father should be a little bit more like, it's not the government's job. It really is. You got a job, you have kids, you know what? A lot of people don't even really, they didn't want kids. I can understand that. But you know what? That's the only thing that's really confusing about this is because there's not very many people out there that seem to
Grace
care.
BY God says kitty 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 fire hard fire hard
But
fire
you know
hard.
what? When we get older, like the Chinese government was like, oh, what? We know we got to do this and this because of overpopulation. And we understand that. You know, they did all this stuff. There's a lot of things they did in their things to try to, and then it ended up causing a problem. We can look at it. It did. Now, according to what I was reading back in the thing, that causes a lot of different everything that they try to put into place, like I think it was one kid, only have one kid per couple, and then now there's like, they don't have, then it's like, oh my gosh, don't even want to go there. Like, then they got, that stuff I don't want to bring up.
Raven the Black
Very uncomfortable stuff.
It is called hopping.
So, not for something, I don't want to talk about it. I don't know how appropriate it would be on here too. But for real. But it is just it's freedom of speech, but man, I don't even know. I mean, this is scary because I would be afraid to. There's just a lot of things I'd be scared about. I mean, I hope you guys realize what I'm talking about. Any questions? Questions? I've tried it. This is it. Questions. I'm just gonna read questions, and if there's no more questions, I do have to get some stuff done around the house. Let me read. I'm gonna read. It's called COP. Yeah, Raven. I already understand that. But is that brand new? Because I know there was another law guarding it is guarding protection of privacy of children under the age of 13, and any other state laws is what they're saying. But this is mainly to do with the FTC's regulations. And I thought it was the FCC, but that's Federal Communication Commission. That's like the airwaves and stuff. This is the FTC. That and the Privacy Act that applies to that. Because the Trade Commission is what collects, if I remember right, it's what collects the, I don't know, man. These things are the acronyms. I don't like acronyms very much. I really don't. You really have to, like, it gets so confusing sometimes. It's called You win. Yay, Stacks and stuff. How you doing? Okay, text Premier. What's up, man? How you doing today? Well, I'm doing good, man. I am just getting I'm kind of concerned about this policy changes, and I've just been talking about it for a while. I don't know if I got anybody. Hopefully I made a few people aware of it. And if I made somebody aware of it, then they can share it out and let me more people aware of it. So it's just, it's like if we don't tell our friends, that's the best thing you can do is talk about it with somebody else. And then just talk about it. I mean, no reason to be scared, I don't think. Oh my gosh, Tom. How is it you can't get lucky on this games today? Crazy. They're being really mean today.
Raven the Blackbird says it is Child and Online Privacy Protection Act.
Yeah, I never read that because it would never concern me because I wasn't a child, and I don't think I read that because I didn't have kids back in those days because it didn't concern me. Because it's like, okay, well, they're protecting kids. So it doesn't apply to me. I don't have kids. But now you got a YouTube channel, now you can relate, maybe even get a little bit more involved in what that actually pertains. But it really does make perfect sense, I'm sure. The whole entire policy. Because otherwise I don't see why it would be there. Unless they just made a law, then nobody did anything and said anything about it, then it just went right. I haven't looked into it. So the FTC's complaint alleges that YouTube did not properly, notify parents to get their consent before collecting and using their children's personal information, specifically used to collect it. That is, I remember that part, yes. That is, and that's what the FTC's complaint alleges. But where did the FTC get that information from? Because they do make a point. If the policy's there, they can go after them. But I really think that they could have, I don't know, I have to look and figure out. I mean, I know it's out there. I remember reading it. It's been a little while, but now these policies are coming into effect. So you understand they came from that. They came to, and now it's not still YouTube trying to fix what they could have done a little bit farther before this ended up becoming a problem. But it's hard for YouTube to do something like that. You can't blame them. That's a lot of freaking work. And bang, I'm like, we'll deal with it tomorrow. And oh my gosh, how will we solve this problem? I mean, it's got to be once me that you got to rewrite the whole entire system to get to abide by something that, you know, you got to make. Only thing I got to say is they could have easily just added a thing a long time ago to say that if you notify everybody that if you're letting your kid use YouTube, you abide to your parents in the user agreement. If they just had it in the user agreement, this wouldn't even be a problem, would it? I mean, dang, you signed their agreement, you agreed to the terms of service and the policy, but without their consent, they just could have included that in the stuff that we ignore every day and hit agree. You know, you agreed to it. And how would anybody know if it wasn't the case? I mean, I'm just like, dang, that's why I thought that policy was to protect us from this stuff. I thought that's why they say can change at a dime.
Go check out channel
And then how are you going to show us that it wasn't changed? I thought that's what they put the terms of service in there. You agree to these terms of service, and these terms of service can change at any time, at any moment, at any time. You agree to that. Okay. So guess what? We forgot to put in that you gave us consent, and if you don't like it, go to the kids app. We wouldn't be here today, right? I mean, that would have solved it. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe there's more to it than that. Do I know it all? I wish. Well, actually, hell no. If I knew it all, then I would just be going. Because of course, that would be too exhausting. You can't know it all. I mean, just you can imagine knowing it all. Have you ever seen those movies where it's like, it's called? There was one movie called Lucy. You've never seen. I'm not even angry, but that movie was really good, and she ended up using all of her brain and ended up knowing everything, and it was like, it was scary. I mean, it was a pretty freaking cool movie, though. Really freaking cool. I mean, I thought it was just the thought and the idea. I would have loved to have read the book. The book would have been a little bit cool. I mean, I always like books because they give you more of a thought process. You really get it. You don't miss anything, and if you're distracted, you go back and read it again. You know. Your cat head would explode. I know, right? And the hat would just poof. That's one way to get rid of the hat. Until I can come up with the time and find the time to actually reprogram. Because there's a lot of stuff I haven't programmed yet. You know, like I haven't even fixed the game where it's met a couple of my new members. That I haven't even. I just realized I forgot to add that. I'm like, oh man. But still, I've been in the middle of trying to reprogram some things on my end. But, you know, I haven't got back to it because I'm a little worried about, like, do I even really need to worry about my channel? I mean, I might lose my dang channel next year. So, I mean, I don't know how much more channel, how much more, you know, for me, because if I'm doing this, now I got to make sure I go through every single one of my live streams, and I got to do stuff because, oh my gosh, it could be okay. And it's a concern, very big concern. I mean, that means I have to go and mark every one of my other videos, go through them carefully, or every one of my previous ones and make sure it didn't have anything that could be visually, or maybe just something like that. And it was even brought to my attention back a while ago. But then it was clarified, then it was, I mean, not saying I'm insane, but, you know, it's stuff I'm concerned about. It makes you feel like it sometimes when you think about things. Think about it. It's crazy. Yo, bro, you're doing good too. Yeah, but you know what? You like to use these filters too, and you do a lot of cool stuff on your channel, and you got like things in it. I mean, yours could be completely too, like Nerd of the North. Every one of our channels are, you know, any channel that could just be like, oh, well, look at this, a Nerd of the North. Well, that, you know, that could be a thing. That could be really, you never know. So, yeah, it affects you too, bro. It affects anybody with a channel that can have any type of visual. That's what they're trying to do. So that link that's in the description, we'll just go there, that petition, and then there's a web, and watch the video. It's only 2 minutes. It pretty much explains what to do and what they're trying to do, and the simplest way they, that would actually take a script and not a live stream. Let me take a script and a live stream to get it. Not a live stream. It would take a video and a whole bunch of editing to word it the way succinctly and right to the point, like there was already there. But that was already done before, so it's already there. So why have to? I'm not going to remake another video that's already out there. But so the point is I'm worried about it, you guys. I'm worried about it. If you're not concerned about it, you all have to apply by it. You all have to go through and do it, and you all got to be aware of what can happen if we don't change certain aspects that can totally turn us over to a kids channel without us going, oh wait, maybe I should have said I didn't want that. End of story. And I'm still trying to read comments here. Identify the child direct content. Order has been implicated. Viewers of that content will no longer be tracked for advertising purposes. The settlement also requires users to provide. So they actually went ahead and not only, so they put a settlement. So not only did they fine them, they made them settle. Like I don't put it past them either. It's like, okay, well, I just don't know. Training to employees responsible for maintaining 2000. Yeah, you're basically copying and pasting right off a website. You can, if this is off of like an FCC or a thing you have, if it's just a direct government website that you're getting it, you can, instead of just copying and pasting it in the chat, it would be, if you just drop the link and then I could bring it up and I would have it, it'd be pretty cool because I think I already have it too. But it looks like you're just copying and pasting directly from the thing and yeah.
Check out channel member comments.
But it looks like it. There's no way in heck I could type that fast. Unless you can type 400 words per minute with no errors and punctuation. Yeah. Yeah, the link would actually help a lot now. Because it's hard because it's like when one comment jumps and it skips, it's not benefiting me or probably anybody in here. And a question in the topic, you are applying to the topic, but it's kind of, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's just it doesn't mix well. You were giving away Subway? What? No way. But yeah, that sounds delicious. Now you just made me freaking hungry. Now I realize I need to eat something. So what do you guys think? Anything else? Any other grace by God? I know I missed something. Everybody's just gambling. You guys are so welcome to hang around. The games will still work for a while even after the live stream.
Welcome
and
to the
you guys
Thank you for
are
coming.
cool if you guys want to be here for that. You're making sure I didn't miss anything. Hey, it's hard to read the policy when it's broken up into paragraphs in between other things. Just I know you can only got 200 words. It looks like you're using 200 characters per every single comment. So I can tell that you're copying and pasting everything. That's another clue. But thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that'll work. ConsumerFTC.gov. Perfect. Now that's when you know it. When you see a link that's highlighted like that has a HTTPS and it has a .gov on the end, that's an indication that it's a legit government website. The HTTPS, but not 100% guaranteed. I mean, it's a pretty freaking. The certificates of your updated browser will prove that. That's how you know you're getting legit information on YouTube. Or not YouTube, but on the internet in general. And not like fake news or something. It's a lot easier to verify a website with an actual certificate. YouTube is paying big for tracking. Oh, okay. So it's all about so they're pretty much taking it out on everybody. Okay. And they're rewriting the whole entire so it doesn't happen again. But only thing they had to do is just freaking stop tracking kids or just make the policy Well, basically, yeah. Well, but it's if you read that one part said, but tracking kids and privacy violations pretty much without the consent of the parents. But there's a lot of I would hate to be a lawmaker or anything like that. It'd just be like too much of a like over. It'd be very hard. So you can think about it. I mean, dang, you can make a law and 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 just simplify everything, but you can't. Everybody has to have. Yeah, my gosh. Anyways, yeah, thanks for that. It can get overwhelming sometimes. What else we got going on here? See you later. Oh wow, Jervis, you have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. You're awesome. Tom, okay, smoking. Yeah, you sleep well, Jervis. Thanks for hanging out. You're awesome, dude. You're all
Grace
awesome.
VY God
Just
says
an
we love you,
awesome,
Hellcat.
supportive moderator. Yeah, thank you, Jervis. I'm missing comments like crazy. I need to focus a lot on that. Chat just would help a little bit. I don't think I missed that much, actually, to be totally honest. One thing I think I might have to do is pretty much slow down the bot just a tad. Just a little bit more might help. I mean, slow down I'm going to make it like a 2 minute, maybe add that in a little rule saying sorry about everything. Try to avoid overusing the bot. But everybody's trying to gamble at once. I might have to use the user cooldown. I think I've already put that in place. But then the response, I might have to get rid of the response. Something like that, just to slow down. Or I can even put slow-mo on. That would automatically kind of think. It doesn't have to adjust. I think I was looking at it because I noticed that when it's like 12 seconds. But 12 seconds is a long time to wait when you're trying to say something. But I don't really have no problem when I'm in the slow mode. Just waiting makes you say more, and so say more at one time without flooding the chat. It does slow down the chat, make it a little bit more. But then my bot would have to slow itself down too. That's just that. Premiere Hell, why is the deal about having too many mods? No, there's no big deal about having too many mods. It's just I just determined that that I'm just like I don't really want to add any more mods, but I don't, because I've already getting there's been some situations so far that I'm like wow, so I just don't want to have to worry too much. I think I have enough mods when I'm in here that are actually looking at my channel, and as soon as I see that they're not, that they're making it worse, then I'm definitely, it doesn't matter if you're a mod or not, it's gonna, it just makes it harder for me to police the chat. So when there's too many mods, and the mods can't mod the mods, so if everybody's a mod, it's my job, and it's not like, I know it's not like I miss things too much, and so for just me alone trying to do other things while I do other things can sneak into the chat, and I might miss them. And if everybody's a mod and I can't police the mods, I don't want to make any more mods. But I also don't want to offend anybody by removing the mod without a reason. So once you lose your mod, if I remove your mod for a reason, a good reason, I probably won't give it back. So that's, if I had a really good reason to remove your mod. Now if I accidentally removed your mod, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying not to make any more mods. If I was an accident, might give it back, but if I know you really well, and I might make you a mod. I don't know. It's just really, I don't think I need any more now. So until that time. But it can become a really big issue if you don't fully trust everybody. And I think I have enough. And don't be ashamed if I do take your mod, because it's up in the air, and I'm still debating whether I should, just because I don't think anybody in here really, I didn't ask anybody whether they'd moderate for me. A moderator's job in this chat is to just, remove comments that are disrespectful to others and that is hateful or disrespectful, or actually just you get to really know what if you're not sure if you should remove the comment, then don't. Just let some other mod or let me find out. But because if it's a joking comment that it can be, it's either way, then I mean, really can't go wrong about removing the comment because I'll see it anyways. But usually a lot of this stuff should be just due. You love me. I love you too, Simo. Don't get all mushy on me, man. Just kidding, man. I love you all. It's just okay. It's okay. You should be able to say that without getting all I don't know. You get grandma come up to you and be like,
BY says I'm good at my job and I love being helpful. Kitty help at my heart.
Don't let that stuff get to you, because really, love shouldn't be corny. Bad shouldn't be good, and good should be good. It's been this land of confusion. You can't let things get out of hand. We're letting things get out of hand because it is the land of confusion. Things ain't clearly written. Things ain't clearly thought out in the long run. And that's what this subject is about. This policy, the way it's written, isn't written out for the long run. It isn't going to work to satisfy. It's going to affect everybody. It's like they're not hurting. They're trying to get at and find YouTube, but they're totally taking it out on everybody on YouTube. This was for YouTube, not for us. Why are we getting punished? So, I'm going to end this live stream. So, I'm sorry I didn't got a chance to update this goodbye thing right now, but I'm gonna be reading the chat for a little bit to read the last bit of the comments and look at comments I missed, and I'm gonna come back and say and Nikki, nice to see you, nice to see everybody, and I'm gonna say a goodbye to everybody too. So if there's a couple comments, I'm trying to end this in about 15 minutes, so I'm kind of cooling down phase right here. And to make sure I can get the last little 2 cents in if I missed anything really quick. So maybe 5 to 10 minutes, not even that much longer, because I was really trying to end it at 2. I have a couple hour live stream, not a 2 hour and a half hour live stream. Jason Childers is in the house. Jervis, hello, man. And Jervis, you're still here? I thought you went to bed. I think he had just said goodnight to everybody. Oh, he's still lurking. But, well, I mean, Nikki Dallas, I appreciate it. Well, there you go. There's nothing disrespectful about that at all. Now, anyways. Okay, why is it flickering? Hey, Shonda's Graphics. Hey, I'm gonna keep working on this channel, you guys. I wanna grow it. I wanna get this community going and everything. We can do it together. We want to get, because more people here, the more people get aware, and then I get aware of you.
Jervis says,
there's no way I can get to know everybody.
When you have people on the panel.
Everybody,
sent you something on Twitter.
There's no way.
So we can discuss it.
But the more people are in here, the more, and it really is. It's just, it's why not? More people in here we can meet, the more people the merrier, right? So don't be afraid to share, especially share this out after it's whatever, tell people about it. The most important thing, if anything, is this topic, because I'm worried about it. If somebody doesn't spread that link on their channel and talk about it on their channel, that would be the best thing. I mean, maybe talk about it for a little bit on your channel. Maybe make a video if you can't know when to do a thing. But it's just pretty much, I want to know, if I go to your channel and I see it, I'm going to be looking for all sorts of videos made by this, so I'll be watching it. Just to want to know your perspective, and I'll leave a comment. It's something I can have a lot of thought into right now. So I think it's a good thing to talk about it until it's too late. I can't think of anything at the moment. Skill sets we're talking about that might help us understand. I know Nikki really. I know. I'll recommend you make a video or talk about it too, because she does seminars and stuff that are really educational. And if you're getting educated, then you're doing good. Because I learned a lot from people that when they get educated and I can go to one, I love it. And I love to know more about stuff. If I don't have time to read it and you can brief it up to me, then I know something. And if I'm concerned, super mad about it, but I know you've done your research and I go back and confirm because you can find exactly where the information is located. And that's when you know you got somebody that's, here it is, here's the video, here's that video, bam, bam, it's good to have that. You do the research and you don't know where to find it, and you don't have to use the Google search engine. But yeah, the Google search engine really does help a lot. But if you weren't aware of something like this policy, I recommend you look into it. But I do have to go. I will be back in a little bit. I'm gonna go take a quick. But yeah, this is this live stream. I'm trying to find this one thing right here. Where is my be right back? I'm gonna be right back, but not back for long. So it's pretty much not that one I'm looking for. So it should be like
Jervis says,
later.
Premier Hell, look on your Discord. I have something for you.
Oh, you do? I have to close that for some reason, because it uses a lot of processing power right now. So when I'm live streaming, I'll have to look at it. I don't know, I haven't opened it right now, and if I open it right now, it'll probably cause me to buffer. Maybe, I don't know. But I'll look at it, I'll take a look at it. Maybe I can look at it now, I don't know. You tell me if it causes anything. I think I closed, maybe it did open back up. Maybe that's another reason why it took so long for it to boot into. Let me see here, boot disk. I'm not muting my mic. I'm going to be out there. I have to take a quick break. Where the heck did they hide? There it is, Discord. But, no, yeah, good.
Jervis says, Premier Hell, not now but after the stream.
Okay, I just looked at it. I'm just looking at it right now, this way I can read it. Was it on the... Let me see, there's probably another regular chat. Huh, is it a personal message, or... I must have clicked on it and got rid of it. I'll look through it more carefully because I can't. Yeah, I can't find it. Yeah, cool. Streaming mode is automatically enabled, so that's another reason why I didn't want it open. Chills TV, nice to see you. I don't know why I don't have it. I think I had a. Oh no, that's not it. Where's the one that says? Later. I know I had one called later. Where did it go? Did I move it? Did I get later? Well, it could be good night, good day. I guess I really don't even need that. But either way, that'll work. Alright. I will be back. I'm looking at the chat on my phone. Put the timer up. Here's the word.
Go check out Texas Boss the AUG 713. Welcome, not a great gamer. Thank you for coming.
Sideways sausage. All right, you guys. I'm just gonna do a big thank you, guys, for everybody that's been in here.
Chills TV says that what I'm talking about
came through and has happened to check that link out, and as you know what you did. If you went, you're looking out for us. That's one thing you can do. You can look out for everybody behind everybody's back. That's good. You can always do that. It's more productive. So, I encourage that. So, everybody, thank you so much for coming. Thanks. I don't know what happened. I opened up that link. Okay, there it is. Let me go back to here so I can. Okay, so thank you. Found it there. You became a member. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm glad I didn't end this stream. Yeah, thank you so much. I think you were already a member at one time, weren't you? Well, let me see something. I can do that. Let me have that window still open. No, I don't. I gotta get to it. I want to see because it'll tell me if I'm right or wrong. Because I remember you thought you were. Maybe you just were a member. And I remember putting your. Oh, you went to the enhanced membership. Wow. Okay. That's awesome. Thank you. What? That's awesome. Thank you, Nikki. Another member. Yeah. Hey, no comment. Welcome. I'm working on some cool things for the memberships too. So, and I haven't got around to what I was really planning on doing for my memberships. So, what I'm still doing, like this stuff right here, where you can see memberships get shout outs and you get to see their background, and it happens. And I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna make it a little bit more organized, but that was really just a test. And I like it being big.
Shonda's Graphics says at Vermeer Hell I left you message on Instagram.
You left me a message on Instagram. I gotta look at my phone. I'll be checking my Instagram. I do check it. I will check it since I know I need to check it. Okay. Nikki joined the green team. The green team. See, that's the thing. If you're a moderator, you don't look green. What? Jason, you're a member too, bro? Welcome.
Grace
Oh man, now I
says you
got
can't
work
leave
cut
here.
out for me for today. I gotta get this code done so I don't have to program it individually for that thing. It's gonna look a lot neater, you know, when I have the welcome screen and the
Grace B.
live
God
starting
says you
soon
got more
screen.
family.
And guys, I mean, everybody's special to me, and there's gonna be a screen for everybody. And I'm trying to get a place for everybody also. So I don't think, I mean, it's just, you gotta show respect for the people
Grace
that are
B.
really
God says
supporting your
Hellcat Fire
channel.
Heart,
And that's
Hellcat
just how
Fire
a
Heart,
channel
Hellcat.
is. It's just, it just feels this. Why would there be members? I have to come up with perks. That's what it says for membership. So thank you guys so much for joining. Jason, you're awesome. Much appreciated. And it's actually better for me. I think it's cooler because, I mean, a super chat does one thing, but a membership, it gives me some, I can create cool emojis for you guys to have fun with, and I still got to update those because Halloween's over and I got pumpkins in there and ghosts. And I did something I got to keep. I got stuff to do. This is not easy. I mean, let's just say it is fun. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. And plus you guys are freaking awesome. And I really do enjoy doing it. And I really hope that, I just hope you guys, I just wish I could make you guys get along, but I can't. Oh, Simo, bro, thank you. Wow, bro. I think you were already there too, man. I know sometimes, you know, you can, that's another thing is if you can't afford
Schultz
it,
TV says, I hope you have a
if you know,
happy day for your dog.
that's the thing that really kind of gets me. If you know, it's no big deal. It also is one thing I was going to make a video on this, but you know, might as well mention it now. If it does happen to, like, you can't afford it for the next month, but I mean, you can or you can't. I'm not even saying if you can now, who knows? But eventually, if you do get a membership, it
Go check out
does
Jervis.
save it. So if you lose it and you come back, you do get the loyalty badge. It does come back. So every loyalty badge does, every 30 days it changes the loyalty badge. So you can skip as long as you want and it remembers. It remembers it. So because I left one time and came back and it didn't start me over on somebody else's. And I was just mad at YouTube at the time. I mean, I didn't want nothing to do with YouTube. You know, I got fed up and I learned my lesson on that one because it just didn't solve anything. Can't just give up. Well, thank you, Nikki. I mean, I think everybody in here that has been hanging out definitely deserves every opportunity they can to just get a chance to have everybody look at their channel, and that's what I've tried to do. That's why the link keeps dropping in this chat, and I don't think I'll ever I might have to slow it down a little lot more, depending on it, but everybody deserves a random chance. That's
Grace
kinda
B.
how I
God
got it
says
set
we
up.
love you, Hellcat,
And
Hellcat,
to having
Hellcat.
the link, it makes it more convenient for people, for certain apps, I think, right now. Otherwise, it's like, you know, I want everybody to get a chance to get, and maybe they don't even have a channel, but it doesn't matter. You know, you might end up with a channel. You know, maybe encourage you to have a channel because there's a huge community here, and if you have an idea
Schultz
for
TV
content,
says I got caught in the
you'll be
kitty
amazed
kitty.
at how good content is hard to find. I mean, really good content, really beneficial content. It is not hard to find, but it's clouded between a lot of other. You know, the harder you try in your channel, the better you end up doing. And it does take a lot of learning and a lot of. Gotta say goodbye with the kitty. But I know who wants to say goodbye to the kitty. I mean, for good. Make sure you check out that link because this cat might just be gone off of this channel forever. Tell the FCC you're gonna ruin my favorite kitty. Don't tell him that.
Schultz
They might
TV
be
says,
like,
what
oh
is up,
crap,
Nicky Pink
he's the
Kitchen?
one starting all this. I'm not starting any drama. I just want people to they want the. So please don't go there and be mean to them. You know, be respectful and say, hey, this is going to affect this channel, the channels I like, and it might even affect your own. So, I mean, they do want your opinion on how it's going to affect you, your channel. Just be honest on how you feel. You don't have to write a book to them. It doesn't require a book to state how it's affecting you. And you don't have to have a channel for it to affect you, and that's another point. Anyways, end of this. I mean, gotta end this live stream. It is 2:30. I do. So I really do thank all the new members for joining. I really do appreciate that a lot. Simo, Jason, Nikki, Found It Buried, and the enhanced member. Yeah, it's a member's a member.
Tan's World says have an awesome game like Ren Fire.
I mean, you got to do a couple. I remember my things. There's a lot of stuff I got to keep track of. So if I do forget, you can always remind me. If I do something, I do forget something. Nobody's perfect, so don't expect. I wouldn't expect. I don't encourage anybody to expect anybody to be perfect. So that's. You can use emojis now. I've never seen Nikki Pink using emojis. Oh. Well, you guys. Alright, Chills TV. I'm on Instagram. I am starting to check my Twitter a little bit more. And the Discord I've been trying to keep an eye on. I mean, but be patient. I sometimes forget about it. And sometimes I get really occupied. I do have other things to do. So don't think I'm ignoring you. I'd be like, oh crap, 3 days. It's been that long. And how did I miss that comment? Oh, that's right. I went there, came back, and then I went back. And then another comment. And you know what? Even on the comments in the videos, I got to spend more time on them. There's only so much time in the day, so bear with me. I'm trying my best, trying to get organized, a little bit more organized. Organizing my time is going to be the hardest thing, so I'm not good at that. Thank you, Jason. It's a Simo thing. Thank all you guys that have super chatted me. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for coming in and just hanging out. Your presence and respectful participation in the chat has been awesome. Thank you so much. And I will definitely see you again. Sure hope. And oh yeah, by the way, don't forget the like button. That thing. I guess that's it's a really good idea. Because I always forget. No, not really. I've tried to get in the habit, but even though I get in the habit, sometimes I still forget. So I guess I can just say goodbye here. Thank you so much, Jervis, for all the help you do. I mean, all you moderators, all you supporters, just thank you so much. You don't even know. And all the encouragement. Just keep being great. You guys are. You don't even know.